Hey everybody, this is Alessio coming at you before the episode just to say there's no announcements anymore. Like, this is it. I think this will probably be the last pre-roll that I ever record for Metal Gear Mondays. If you're trying to write into the show, it's too late as of like 24 hours from right this second. So if you're listening to this on Monday, hurry. Alessio at alessiosummerfield.com. Send it there. Audio messages are the most welcome, but you can also send paper messages. Digital, e-ink, electronic paper. Other than that, this is it, you guys. Wow. Look at how far we've come. Enjoy the episode. It's a weird one. I really like it, and I hope you do too. Have a great day. I love you, and don't forget to wipe the seat and wash your hands. Wear a mask. Get vaccinated. Yeah. Goodbye. Sup, fam?
Sup, island boy?
Sup?
Hey, what's that?
Oh. This?
Yeah, that. Is that what I think it is?
If you think it's a machine that randomizes some of the best moments of Metal Gear Mondays without requiring me to edit anything at all, then yes.
Oh, I was right.
Same.
Let me just pull this lever.
Oh, I think I broke it.
I can see that, Isaac.
Hey, I think it's broken.
Oh, well, this is actually kind of pleasant.
Like a nostalgia shower.
Guys, I think it's overloaded. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, welcome to another episode of Metal Gear Mondays.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear Mondays podcast, where we cover all things Metal Gear Mondays from top to bottom, left to right, inside and out, in pseudo-chronological order. As always, I am your Metal Gear Mondays host, Alessio Gear Mondays. And this week I'm joined by Samuel Gear Mondays.
It's me, Island Boy Mondays. Sam, what's up?
Island boy.
Island Boy. That's me.
I'm also joined by Isaac Gear Mondays.
Hey. Popping champagne. I don't know.
Man.
I'm sorry.
When was the last time you popped some champagne, Isaac?
You're right.
Actually,
last weekend.
You said last weekend.
Last weekend.
Wasn't asking to clown on you.
Damn, Isaac, you say last weekend?
Yeah.
I just putting bottles up in the club, man.
Me and some friends went, did karaoke.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We popped some champagne. It was my friend's birthday.
Oh,
I do it right.
Yeah.
Isaac is vaxxed, waxed, and ready for sax.
A sax solo.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, we're not popping bottles in the club this week, but we are popping some clips onto our lips.
Oh dang!
This is the greatest. This is the greatest hits. We're doing greatest hits.
Greatest fits, according to our Zencaster.
No, this will be fun. This will be us playing back some choice moments from the show's history, and just doing some real wacky shit. But I was thinking, since we're going over greatest hits of the past, it might be fun to do some greatest hits of the future and try to come up with some future greatest hits. So I had one that I was cooking up, and I think you guys know. I think you guys know where I'm going with this one. Isaac, could you give me a nice 4/4 beat in E minor, please?
A 4/4 beat in E minor.
Yes,
okay.
Let's do it. You ready?
How does that work?
Here's to you, pastrami on rye. I'll eat eat you with fries on the side. And for dessert, I'll have the s'mores. Then I'll cry on the toilet. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Let me get in there.
Did you guys plan that ahead of
No,
time?
we absolutely did not.
That was lovely, Alessio.
That
Yeah.
was great.
Thank you.
I don't know why that is a future greatest hits, but
It's, you know, when people when Metal Gear Mondays somehow gets resuscitated 200 years from now, and they're like,
Mhm.
let's make a greatest hits episode.
Remember that time when Alessio freestyled about pooping?
But yes,
I quit the podcast again.
yeah. It's very funny how many times I encountered you saying you were going to quit the podcast
Yeah,
while I
it
was
was-
finding clips.
Yeah, it was a pretty good running gag until it suddenly wasn't.
Oh,
Cue the
no.
montage.
Hey, this is definitely Sam Wright here, and I quit the podcast. I quit the podcast. If you guys do this one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna quit the podcast. Hey, remember that time I quit the podcast? Man, Alessio was really good at finding all of these moments. I'm gonna quit the podcast. I quit. Quitting is quitting podcast quit. Quit podcast quit. Quitting podcast. Hi there, Quit Here podcast. I'm Sam Wright, and I'm a quitter of podcasts. They call me Sam Quitting the Podcast Right. Am I right? That's with a W. It's quitting time. Quit one, you quit them all. Am I right? What's the time? Looks like quit o'clock. What time is it? Looks like quit o'clock. Man, I'm just such a quitter. Have you guys ever quitted as hard as I quit? I don't think so. Quitting the podcast. If Alessio so much as breathes another breath, I'm quitting this goddamn podcast.
Sorry, Alessio.
Thanks, Isaac.
You don't have
Isaac saying that just put Isaac
Immense
just put
pressure.
10 hours on my life.
Yeah, hold on. Let me do this. I quit the podcast. That was me at the beginning of Metal Gear Mondays. I quit the podcast. That was me in 30 years.
That was when you
That was
were
a
sick
Terminator
on the
episode.
yeah. Can you give me
Anyway.
the nasal congested version of I Quit the Podcast?
I quit the podcast.
All right, Lumpy Space Princess. We're gonna go over the the stats for the show. Speaking of greatest hits, and I'm gonna kind of quiz you guys on this. All right, you guys ready? So by the end of the entire run of this show, so by November 22nd, how many episodes will there be?
Christ.
And I don't mean like, oh, it says MGM number 100 for trivia. Like I mean like actual posted entries on the RSS feed.
God.
Anyway,
600.
Oh God, that's
okay,
a lot of episodes.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's so
Too
many
much.
episodes.
Bring it back. 100
Um,
and... I don't even know what to go for.
Sam, what you got?
60.
I'm gonna
160.
say
We got 160, 600.
that's a lot. I'm gonna say 207.
You fucking weirdo. It is exactly 207.
No shit, really?
Yep, 100%.
Oh wow!
That is the exact
Math.
number.
I swear to God, I'm not looking at anything. I pulled that out of my fucking ass, and it
For
was
everybody at
perfect.
home, I have a sticky note that has that information on it. Like it's not even available to Sam.
Yeah, I don't even know where I don't have the login information for the RSS feed anymore. Like, there's literally nowhere I could have gone to find that information.
That's fucking wild. So what I'm learning is from now on, I can't look at anything, or else Sam and Isaac will know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at it.
Yep.
So
That's right, Jerry.
no, I'm not looking at Jerry. Cool. So yeah, 207 episodes. That's wild.
Wow,
That's
that
an
is
achievement. So just to put that in perspective, there's 52 weeks in a year. Clearly, we didn't publish one every week.
Right.
But that's like, I mean, if we did publish one every week, that's 4 years almost of consecutive episodes.
3.98.
Yes.
And many other numbers after that, but that's a good roundup anyway.
So speaking of that, I'm actually going to skip ahead here. What do you guys think the total runtime of the show is?
Ooh, that's good.
I had to manually calculate this.
No shit.
Oh man.
Whew, 2000. Let me see. If we did 207 episodes on average, we're looking anywhere between 2 hours and almost 4 hours sometimes.
Dude, straight up, Death Stranding had a 4-hour plus.
Oh, I'm well aware, Alessio. I had to edit them.
Yeah, that's well, boy, you should have taken the machete to that episode. God damn.
I really should have. It was too good. We were too good. 1.5.
That's true. I think prior to that, the longest episode was Silent Hill 2, because I think that went 3 hours and 30 minutes or something.
Who's talking about taking machetes to shit, Alessio?
I know.
I'm gonna say 538 hours worth of content runtime.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, that's a lot of hours.
I'm gonna go with 600.
Exactly. No. So 298 hours, 35 minutes, and 45 seconds.
Okay.
What does that translate to in days of listening? I wonder.
How many hours is it again?
298 hours, 35 minutes, and 45 seconds.
Dang.
So if I do
here,
Sam with the quick math.
It's like 12-ish days. It's like 12 and a half days or so.
So you could literally listen to all of Metal Gear Mondays if you listen nonstop for like 2 weeks, almost. Crazy. Okay, I won't quiz you guys on the rest of these. I will quiz you on another one, but not these.
Liar.
250,000 downloads. That's not streams. That's like downloads.
That's pretty wild. That's cool.
It's pretty sick. This was an exciting one. I don't think it shows one of these, so we may have gotten in all of them. But we've had plays in every single continent.
Including Antarctica? Is there somebody at the science base listening to Metal Gear Mondays?
Minus Antarctica,
okay,
but they didn't have they didn't even have it as an option.
Shout out to my penguin pals.
Oh yeah,
Antarctica.
Dude, shout out to that fucking wow, what was it? The Swedish research base where they all get fucked up by the thing before it goes after Kurt Russell.
Shout out to Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
But yeah, man,
Shout
every
Papa Russell.
I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised by Africa having plays, but there was like a substantial amount of plays.
I guarantee substantial. I guarantee you some of those are Zach.
Oh, I didn't even think about what if we have all of them because of him? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Man.
Wow. And then the other one that was kind of a cool thing was over 7,000 cities, you guys.
Wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
So this is going to be where I quiz you. So tell me what you think. Let me see how many I have here. So I've got 6. Tell me what you think the 6 highest cities are.
Cities. Dublin.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to stop you there. Why the fuck did you think Dublin? Because I did not think Dublin at all, and it's absolutely on this list.
Remember we had a huge listener base.
Yeah, I just remember Ireland being huge when we were.
Was it really?
Yeah,
I didn't remember that at all.
Ireland's been representing for a very long time.
Dude, they're number 6 of the top 6. Yeah. That's crazy.
Go get it, Sam.
Is one of them in Ohio?
It used to be. It is. Yes, it's Columbus, Ohio.
Hell yeah.
That's number 2. Columbus, Ohio is number 2.
Columbus. That's my people.
What about something in the UK? Something UK.
There is something in the UK.
Is it?
I gotta be more specific.
Yes, cities, Isaac.
Sorry.
Newcastle
is Blackheath.
Blackheath. I don't like the way you said
he's different than Heath. We have Heath and then we have Blackheath.
We have Heath. We have Blackheath. We have Peter Stillman. We have Blackman. So many people that are black and not black.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Blackheath? Is that in England? It sounds like it'd be in England.
Yeah, it's in England.
Let me put these 6 pens that I'm playing with down. That's good for Foley.
Right. So we've got Sam got 3-ish. I think Isaac probably helped with the England one. So you guys have 3 more.
I'm the one who brought up England.
Isaac, so what's number 1, number 3, and number 4?
Those number 1 is, drum roll, please, Toronto.
Oh no, it's Chicago.
Oh,
Ends in a similar syllable, I guess.
Oh, Blackheath is in London. Okay.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah.
Smart.
Oh no, Damon Albarn's listening to Metal Gear Monday.
Damon.
No, okay. So what do you guys think number 3 and number 4 is?
I think one of them is Oslo.
No, I wish.
Okay. Stockholm.
Nope.
Damn, Sweden.
You think it's out there?
One of them is in the States, one of them is not.
No way.
Oh.
New York.
Nope. New York wasn't even in like the top 10.
I'm gonna say Houston.
Nope.
Huh.
Los Angeles.
Oh,
Los
man.
Angeles.
That
Los
one's number
Angeles?
4. And number 3 is St. John, New Brunswick.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna guess somewhere in Canada, but
So as much as we talk shit about Canada, they're the top 3. Number
we
3.
did have a pretty wild grudge against Canada there for a while. It was mostly me. It was mostly me,
That's
but
true.
I do truly love our neighbors up north.
Somebody was tied for Dublin. They were tied with Dublin for number 6, and there's somebody's like home turf. So what do you guys think it is?
Somebody's home turf? Is it Kansas somewhere?
It's the ATL, baby.
Yo.
Oh.
And I know it's not
baby.
Isaac.
Hey.
Isaac's never listened to a single episode of this.
Yeah,
podcast.
absolutely not. I'm not even being mean. That's just like I'm willing to bet money. Like I'll put like one of my limbs on the line for that bet.
One of your limbs on the
Oh,
line.
All right, so I'll run through the rest of these. So the top app, surprising nobody, is Apple Podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, Apple Podcasts is like fucking 30% higher than Spotify. Like it was ridiculous.
Huh.
Top device is iPhone. Top category is mobile. We had 280 Patreon posts get posted, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
21 total interviews, 18 guests, 10 total hosts. And I didn't include hosts in the guest thing. So if you did do that, it'd probably be closer to like 20 something guests. Top 5 episodes. So remaster of MGS 1, episode 1 is number 1.
Wow.
MGS 5, episode 1 is number 2.
They were anticipating that one for a long time.
Oh yeah, people were fucking clawing their eyes out for that episode. Remaster MGS episode 3, which is so weird to me. Episode 2 is not even in the top 10. So did people just skip part 2? Like what happened?
Guess.
You know.
You think there'd be some carryover if these people are listening to one. Like you expect a little bit of drop off, right? But like they really didn't give a fuck about like that middle section of Metal Gear Solid, did they?
What's weird is episode 2 is not even like a listener response. It's like straight up
gameplay.
Yeah. So people,
hell?
It's like 90% of MGS1 episode 1 listeners, they see episode 2 and they go, nah, and just hit skip.
Those are the people who debate whether Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best Metal Gear, and they just skip 2 because they don't like 2. They like 3 better.
Yeah. So MGS2 episode 1 was the 4th highest. And then classic, not remaster, classic MGS1 episode 1 is number 5.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Like over every all 207 episodes.
Yeah, all 207 episodes. Those are the top.
I would have thought an interview would have been in that top 5.
Dude, same. Yeah, the interviews are pretty high, but they're not in the top 5.
Huh. Who's our highest listened to interview? Is that in there?
Let me look it up. I can see if I can find it. Yeah, I will say, if anything, that just goes to show me. I like the idea that somebody's listening to this, taking notes for their own podcast. I will say, I think that shows to me that the reason why people come to this show is to like play the games without playing the games. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be at work and just think about playing this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really weird. And I kind of learned that from working on Dev Diary too. It's like people say they love the idea of behind the scenes stuff, but when you actually present them with behind the scenes stuff, they're just like, okay. All right. So the most popular, so if we count guests, the most popular guest is Cole Ross.
Cole Ross.
Whoa.
Dude is literally number 6 in the top.
Wow.
Dude.
And then what about like actor?
hold on. Let me
or
count
like
down from here.
involved in the development.
Okay, so coming in at number 17,
Whoa.
top 17, the most listened to interview is
Yeah.
Cam Clark.
Cam Clark. That was our
like
first actor
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. And then Jeremy Blaustein.
Jeremy.
Nice.
Also very sweet man.
Which is crazy because David Hayter doesn't pop back up for another. David Hayter is straight up fucking number 23, while Jeremy and Cam Clark are 17 and 18.
That's interesting.
That is wild to me. I wonder if that's just a drop off.
I think it might. I think just by virtue of the fact that it was our first actor interview, that makes sense that Cam is the highest. As far as like Jeremy being higher than David, I guess the idea of having.
Well, Jeremy was like right after. Jeremy was right after Cam as well.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy. Yeah, fucking nuts. It's also super weird. It's very strange to see. So I guess notes for next time, even though we thought they were fun. The non-Metal Gear episodes are so far at the bottom, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like Castlevania Uzumaki, Zone of the Enders. I'm so sad about the fan fiction.
Yeah.
Y'all are missing out, man.
The fan fiction episode really needs more play.
Fan fiction episode's a fucking. We got clips from it, so we'll get to it.
The Castlevania episodes are no, I hate them because we had to play Castlevania Lords of Shadows, but they also were very funny because of the we were just goofing so hard on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna put something out there. I know that I've said, so I guess this reinforces what I've said. I know that I've said post break MGM is my favorite. So like from Survive until Death Stranding came out, like that is my favorite stretch of the show by far. James Reichmuth is such a funny fucking dude, man.
I said that. Well, remember I mentioned that when I was talking about him in the one episode. I can't remember which episode it was, but like, dude. Like, well, because I remember we talked about that. I was like, James was kind of like what felt to me like even after James kind of stepped away from the show, James being on the show, I think almost gave us permission to just be as buck wild as we fucking want.
Oh, for sure.
That's where I think a lot of the personality and comedy came from, was that like, oh, this can be us too. Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because I think you guys, were like the most rambunctious on Death Stranding stuff and like 1.5. Yeah, you guys are like the most rambunctious, but somehow with James present, it's like it was this perfect blend of like we're on topic, but we're also chaotic as fuck. Like it was just like this very, I don't know, dude, it was wild.
I still think about this clip I don't know if it's in there, but this clip may come up, but just like hearing James talk about how like his like how he experienced the games in basically chronological order and how he hates Otacon because he experienced Huey first.
Yeah.
Like that would like stuff like that is always just really funny to me.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome. No, that guy's a blast.
He's a treasure.
I haven't seen James in a hot minute, dude. I think it's been like 3 years or something.
So over there in STL. I think I don't want to date this episode, but as we're recording this is James's birthday.
Yeah, correct. Happy birthday, James. Fuck
birthday,
you,
James.
Man. James is probably like, man, nobody's thinking about me for my birthday. And here we are. Happy birthday, you son of a bitch. Let's look at the date. What's the date here? It is the 4th of November, Thursday. Happy birthday, James Reichmuth.
Forget tomorrow. Remember the 4th of November. It's James Reichmuth's birthday.
Absolutely. If you're driving right now, I need you to close your eyes and take your hands off the wheel and just say happy birthday, James.
James Reichmuth, take the wheel. Take it from my hands.
Oh my god. All right. Well, this has become a very weird
This is its own greatest hits.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my monument. This is my monument to James Reichmuth.
The James Reichmuth podcast now.
Oh my god.
Welcome to James Reichmuth Mondays. My name is
I'm James Reichmuth.
Oh no. No, I'm James Reichmuth.
Also, the other thing, one more thing.
That was Squidward. Like, I wasn't making fun of
that. Was Squidward. Yeah. The other thing that I'll say about James is that like his weird like whenever somebody would be talking and he would just like throw in like a Like Alessio, just say something. Just like a sentence.
Yeah, so I was picking up some peanut butter and jelly at the grocery store because I needed to get something put together for lunch, and I didn't have a whole lot of money.
He would just do stuff like that. It would get me.
Absolutely. Nice. Well, you know what? I think now is that time to play some motherfucking clips. I know I just said motherfucker. I'm gonna kick back on the swearing because, dude, the finale episode part 1. My God, I think
much swearing.
If there was like a word cloud, I think the 3 biggest words would have been fuck, concisely.
What?
We're gonna try to explain this as concisely as possible.
Oh, 100%. And then thank, like the word thank.
Thank.
It was wild, dude. Yeah,
I feel like I listened to some of the earlier episodes to help Alessio pull some clips, and I feel like, and this may be because my frustration mounted with these video games as time went on, but I feel like I increased my curse load over time as time went on. Like I cussed more in later episodes than I did in earlier episodes.
Yeah, I think the MVP of fuck is definitely Zach, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Because I was going back and listening to it and I was like, oh my God, this kid says fuck every other word.
He's also like from New York, so that's to be expected.
Oh yeah. Anyway, let's do this damn thing.
Let's do it. Let's do this fuck thing.
From here until the end of the episode, by the time we're doing the outro, everybody's just going to be going, fuck, 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 fuck.
Even Isaac. Which is a wild turn of events.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to take when Isaac, like whatever he's saying, if it's got like a fa, and then there's another word that he says that's got like a sound, I'm just going to start cutting them together.
Yes. Please, we need it.
He doesn't listen to the show. So
guys,
so we'll never know.
Let's have fun, but let's not duck out of here.
Have fun and good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun driving the truck.
Awesome. We'll cue bootleg swearing here. Have fun and good luck. Fun.
Have fun driving the truck. Fuck.
Fun, duck, fuck.
And now let's jump into the clip portion. Sam, how's this going to work?
So what we're gonna do? Alessio tried to do a fancy like Excel formula for it, but it didn't work, and that's okay because none of us understood, and it's not just Alessio. None of us understood, and so I work with Excel spreadsheets professionally, and I didn't understand it. So we went to rolladie.net. We've got 50 clips on our list. We're rolling a D50 virtually, and we're each going to take turns rolling a die, and we're going to play a random clip from our list of 50. And take it away. Take it away. Yeah, as the explainer, I will go first.
As the piano player from Casablanca, take it away, Sam.
And our first clip will be clip number 39.
Clip number weather maps. Yeah, so I think we should definitely say the names before we play them, just so we can try to figure out what the fuck this is gonna be.
Yeah. So clip number 39 is entitled "Sam Hates Babies." So
yeah.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yikes.
What have you got there? A cardboard box?
I forgot that you're still riding really hard on this, like, fuck babies mentality.
No, not fuck babies. I'm just saying all babies are ugly. And that's the truth.
You can't say fuck babies, okay? That's like... Chris Hansen's going to show up at your house.
Fucking slap your baby in the face. Thinks it's king shit of the castle. No thanks. Fuck that baby.
Can't even hold up its damn head. What are you staring at, baby? I don't fucking know
soft
you.
Spot ass bitch.
That goat died for you.
Died for your sins, baby. Oh man, I that season, that Death Stranding season, I went on a crusade against babies. It was like It was bad because like, and I still maintain this position. Babies are all ugly when they are born. There are no exceptions, and you as a parent think your baby's beautiful when it's first born, but objectively they're not. When they get older, of course they get cuter, but like people post pictures of their newborns and they're like, look how cute my baby is, and they're not.
So you're saying that baby pics being posted on Facebook is the equivalent of you taking a picture of your shit in the toilet and posting it on Facebook?
Well, not quite. I'm not quite that bad, but it's just like I think the term that I used in the Death Stranding season was "let them cook a little longer."
Oh, no. Damn. Classic Sam, let them cook, right?
Let the children cook.
Oh my God. I know that you guys didn't hear it this way, but I absolutely did. For some reason, when the clip started playing, and I don't know if it's like some crazy high-tech mumbo jumbo in the background so that we're hearing it at the same time, but the beginning of the clip, Cole, he sounded like this, and then when it got to Sam, it started to speed up, and he was like, "Hey, I'm Sam," and I lost it. I'm gonna try to recreate what that sounded like right here.
I thought you were still riding really hard on this, like, fuck babies mentality.
No, not fuck babies. I'm just saying all babies are ugly.
Who wants to, Isaac, you want to take the next roll?
Yeah, Isaac. Let's do it.
I don't have the roll.
Oh,
26.
26.
Did you be honest? Did you just make that number up?
Yep.
Okay. Terrifying children's songs. Oh man.
Of course.
That's the snake I remember.
And then somebody, and Cole, here's this point of contention again. Somebody starts singing London Bridge like a fucking psychopath.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you right now.
So
yeah.
I gotta agree with Sam on this one, Cole.
Who sings London Bridge like that?
I'm just saying, maybe it was like a calming thing from his childhood. Because I have a theory
Cole, it's
that
so sinister.
The way that she was singing would not have fucking calmed me as a child.
I get that.
I'd have had fucking nightmares.
I've got a theory, and I don't know if I should say it now or if I should wait.
Cole, did your mom like come into your room at night and be like, the Artsy Bertsy Spider?
Listen, don't talk about Joyce like that.
I will not have St. Joyce disgraced like that on this podcast.
Hey, Joyce.
St. Joyce's.
Joyce was a saint, like, and an angel. Before I even met her, I knew who she was.
Absolutely. She has an amazing singing voice.
The woman's name is Joyce. I mean, I don't know any bad Joyces out there.
Jesus. So, Sam, you've met Joyce. You want to tell us about Joyce?
So St. Joyce is Cole's mom, and I met her, and I've spoken with her on the phone before this happened, but earlier this year in the summer, Zach and I went to Tennessee to essentially attend Cole's family reunion, and it was a blast. And St. Joyce is maybe the sweetest human being that exists on the planet. She's like the nicest lady in the world. And she's the human embodiment of a warm hug. So we love St. Joyce, and we will hear no unkind words about St. Joyce, lest he be shit rocked on the curb.
All right. On that note, I rolled my dice backstage.
Yeah.
And I got He Is Back.
Why is there a box here?
I don't really talk about Campbell that much in my video game history with Big Boss. Campbell to me is like the go-to for Solid Snake, not Naked Snake. Now, Roy Campbell, which we can get into now, he is like the unsung hero of this game. I like to pick on him a lot, but I think his voice acting is done really, really well.
Hell yeah.
And I really appreciate the story bits about him. And again, we were talking about like his banter. It feels natural. I like that he sort of calls himself out. He was almost going to break out and they switched his cell, like a lot of that stuff early. But then also we get to a part of the game where Snake is captured and being interrogated. So Campbell sort of takes the lead and saying like, well, we got to get Snake back. So he gets involved with actually, running his own thing. And we know a little bit about him because he says that he was a Green Beret that was part of the CIA that was sent to San Geronimo to figure everything out. He got ambushed by Fox people, which they're supposed to be working together. So he's there. He goes, Fort Bragg, I think is where he's dispatched out of. And the rogue Fox unit essentially kills his whole team, throws him in prison, and throws away the key and, does the normal Cunningham thing, bust their genitals up, fuck their legs up, does whatever he has to do to get his info. But I don't know. I really like Campbell in this a lot. And I don't know. I feel like from our other episodes we've recorded, I feel like I'm not alone in this. Chris, how do you like Campbell, at least as an introduction chronologically to Campbell?
Campbell's a badass, man.
Hell yeah.
Right?
I'd kick a beer back and listen to some Creedence with this guy all day long.
Yeah.
He seems like he would listen to that too.
Yeah. He's
big time.
Yeah. Campbell's a cool guy, and I don't know. It's cool to see him and Snake interact. Especially being someone who played a lot of Metal Gear Solid in my younger years and saw Campbell as this older dude.
Yeah.
This is like the young guy, and like it really does a good job of coloring in those references from the first game. I think that the writers were paying attention to those details and tried to make it fit in the headcanon of our memories of Metal Gear Solid. They're like, oh yeah, Roy Campbell, here he is, he's back.
Access the memory cannon.
Yeah, so that was the 2.0 crew, the Metal Gear Monday's Revengeance team, talking about portable ops. It was a really good season. If you guys haven't listened to it, they covered the game, but then also had Ryan Payton on to talk about the development. And it wasn't just one time they had him on; they had him on a couple of times to talk about the development in stages, and it was really cool. And they talked to the composer, so it was like the first ever and only Japanese translated interview on Metal Gear Mondays.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Good on the Revengeance crew. What do you guys think of young Campbell? Do you remember that? Did we? So I know in Portable Ops,
have never played Portable Ops.
Dude, it's so good. I know Nick and I say it's so good. It is very dated and kind of clunky, but it's very much so like the prototype for Peace Walker and 5. Isaac, I assume you didn't play it either.
Yeah, I didn't play it. I remember when it came up, but
word.
I feel like I was on the episodes we did about it, asking questions, but I never played it.
Gotcha.
I could at the time.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because it's like it shows when Big Boss meets Campbell for the first time. So like a young Campbell meets Big Boss in like prison, which is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
But yeah, you guys, if you can play it, if you have like a Vita or a PSP or an emulator on your computer, you should give it a go. All right, so that was my Alessio gets the boring role. That's all about the thing that we started the show about. Yeah.
So I did my role backstage, and I promise you these are random. I'm not trying to pick clips that are about me.
What'd you get?
23, Sam's special project. I don't know what this is.
What's this box doing here?
Isaac, can you tell me what fan fiction is?
Fan fiction, or otherwise known as shortened fanfic.
Otherwise known as bad writing.
Yes, that's one way to put it, Alessio. Or you could say it's an outlet for fans to write fiction about whatever they want, mainly sex.
Oh, wow.
A lot of sex. I have a question for y'all.
Uh-huh.
When you were looking up the fan fiction, wherever you did it, did you use an incognito tab, or were you just
I absolutely
raw
did.
No.
I absolutely
I did
incognito.
I also used one.
Man, I want to get fan fiction hivs.
Oh God, I've got fan fiction like
Can I
vaginal diseases on my
Can I admit something to you guys that I've never actually spoken into the universe?
Please bring it.
When I was in middle school, I wrote an extensive Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, Shaggy.
It was great. There was cursing because I was edgy when I was a middle school kid. And Sam, I feel real bad about it.
How much money is it going to take for you to loose that onto the world?
Well, I mean, you'd be paying me a long time because I do not have the physical copy anymore, and I could not find it on It's on fanfiction.net. I promise you that.
Oh shit! So we need to just figure out. So Sam, what we need to do now is almost like reverse engineer what you would have named yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe while you guys are reading, I'll be listening, but I'm going to be searching fanfiction.net to see if I can find this. It's real bad.
So that was the birth of Sam's fan fiction, and as you know, 2 episodes prior. How many years in the making was that? It's got to be at least 3 years.
At least 3, because James was on. That was the fan fiction episode. So
yeah. It must have been like 2018, 2017, 2018. Oh, if it was before the holiday episode, then yeah, it would have been 2017. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
That episode.
We did it.
We did
Mission
that.
accomplished, boys.
Took us 3, possibly 4 years to find this goddamn fan fiction, but I have it bookmarked. Still to this day, I'm looking right at the bookmark.
Have you read any of it yet?
No, not yet. I need to. Oh, and for everybody listening at home, I've had other hosts of the podcast contact me and try desperately to get access to this link.
Nope.
And I said, "No way, Jose. I ain't no ho-ho."
Alessia loyal.
Oh, yeah. Isaac, is it your turn?
Yep.
Isaac's the only one you're allowed to share it with, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll send it to Isaac.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. The link was in the... That was it. That's right.
We got it.
Oh, yeah,
we got it
Isaac
bookmarked.
Isaac and I are going to read it to each other at night.
We're going to... Yeah.
I'll do the audiobook
whole
for
thing.
you.
Oh,
loyalty,
shoot.
loyalty. I'm going to rewrite that song and make it about your fanfic. Isaac Lim, what you got?
38.
38. The birth of a legend. This is such an important clip for Metal Gear Mondays, you guys.
Yo.
Okay, I'm excited.
This is so important. Everybody hang on to your butts. We're going to take a time machine, and I'll see you on the other side.
Whoa! And it's just like this whole thing where it's just like Matt Campbell was
just
like
that name.
Matthew.
he was like part of a project to develop a Metal Gear for El Dorado during the Cold War. Yeah, during the Cold War, because like it was under the control of a pro-American dictator or something like that. I don't fucking know. And then like Matt Campbell I have to say
he's my favorite character in Metal Gear.
Matt Campbell went AWOL or for some reason, and then I guess Sergey killed Matt Campbell for going AWOL or something like that, and that's why Colonel Campbell hates Gerlukovich.
Yeah, but apparently Gerlukovich tells Meryl that Roy Campbell killed Matt Campbell.
Yeah,
which doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, and then Colonel Campbell tells Snake like that rusty old Metal Gear might still have nuclear weapons. So Snake goes and deals with that. And oh my god, and what am I even saying anymore?
If you'd like to replicate this experience and you don't want to play the Snake Tale, I strongly urge you just start the tanker, pause it as soon as you can play it, look at a Wikipedia entry on the paragraph, unpause it, play about 10 minutes, look at the Wikipedia next paragraph description, and just do that all the way through, and turn your volume off, and that is essentially the Snake Tale. Just pretend that Olga is Meryl, and there you go.
Yeah.
Ruthless.
Jeez.
Yeah, I can hear my voice is higher by an octave.
Yeah.
Or like a semitone or something. It's just very weird.
Funny. That's so funny.
Young men.
Young men doing young men things.
Dude, Matt Campbell. How would we have known that Matt Campbell would have ran for president? would have been on our Facebook page. Would have been the banner of our website.
Mm-hmm.
Liquid Metal Mike, wherever you are right now, you sweet prince.
For those of you that don't know,
I guess it's like a boomer joke for some people.
For some people, but for those of you who don't know, so Matt Campbell was this is in the Snake Tales in Metal Gear Solid 2. Matt Campbell was this character they threw in there. He's Meryl's real dad, according to
He's Snake mentioned Tales. Once.
Yeah, and is Roy Campbell's brother, and he just became this entity for the podcast. Like, if you're looking at the artwork for like the Metal Gear Mondays podcast artwork, he's the drawing that Liquid Metal Mike did for us is even in the corner of that artwork. Like, he became such a meme and such an important thing for us. And he is just like, the drawing that Mike did is literally just Roy Campbell with Meryl's hair. And it's the greatest. It's the greatest fucking thing. It's wonderful. It's so good. And we had T-shirts about him. Like, it was something.
Yes, it was a very important episode for the show.
Even the drawing that Mike did of us as the snakes had Mike above us, like looming over us, which was incredible too.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, Matt's eyes are behind the logo, like looking down.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I can look up the exact episode that's from, if anybody wants to listen to it. But yeah, I think it's a big. Okay, so it was it's called Metal Gear Solid 2 2001 Extras and Secrets. I think it's episode 21. Go check that out. Cool. Sam, is it your turn to spin the wheel?
I spin the wheel, make a deal. I think it is. And I have landed on 27, Bilbo Boy.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, this
another legend, another Metal Gear legend. This is from the original
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid 1 season, like the first ever season of the podcast.
Okay, so in the grand holy war, like of God and his angels versus Satan and his demons, who would you recruit to be on the side of good? Would you recruit Bilbo Boy or Matt Campbell?
Oh man, I want to say. I think probably Matt Campbell. Bilbo Boy, I think, is probably a really chaotic human. Because we talked,
but he's a documentarian, man.
True.
Bilbo Boy documented so much.
He guided us.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I think Bilbo Boy then. Yeah, he was very much against negative comments.
Yeah, it sounds really easy to
Oh yeah, dude. The fucking comment section
is like disclaimer about people leaving comments.
Yeah. Please don't email me anything negative. All right, Bilbo Boy, wherever you are. I believe he's a Bilbo man now. But
yes,
here we go.
He must be.
There's an odd box here.
So at this point, I was like, I'm not going to do this again. So I look up actually Bilbo Boy's guide.
Shout out to Bilbo Boy.
Yo, my bro Bilbo.
Metal Gear Monday sponsored by Bilbo Boy.
And he says to take the Nikita. And
oh my God, overkill!
Yeah, no, I was reading, and that's what I did the first time I did too, because I couldn't hit her with the sniper rifle. So I said, "I'm going to use missiles."
Yeah,
and I did.
And it was.
Doesn't she shoot the missiles though?
No. If you can like finagle it behind her, she can't shoot it.
If you can Shadow Moses drift,
you can
Sam's dead, everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love that. Shadow Moses drift.
All right. Get back to it, Isaac. I'm sorry.
There he was, ladies and gents.
There he was.
There he goes.
Sweet Bilbo Boy. I hope he's in a shire somewhere. Isaac, did you roll yet?
Numero 2.
Number 2 is Intellectuals versus Zach.
What does this have for us?
Let's see.
What's with the box?
Kojima said that he put this quote in the game because he feels like the stick is meant to like push people away, right? And every like video game up to this point has been a stick, and it's a weapon, and you like use it, and it's combative. But he wanted to make something that like pulled people together, and that's like where
he wanted to make a rope.
He wanted to make a Strand video game, so that's why this whole new genre of strands, as he calls it.
So like the idea of like Strand isn't so much so it's like you're so alone and no one's around you. It's kind of like that kind of a double entendre where it's like you have the rope kind of binding you together, but also the strands that connect all of us, as well as you just being alone at certain points in the game.
Oh shit, I like that explanation a lot more than my guess. I'm just gonna go sit over in the corner and let you intellectuals talk it out.
Oh, man. The king shits over here talking about intellectual bullshit.
Chris's aura has rubbed off on you guys.
Oh no. Oh no,
So
I've
you see
ruined the
this-
podcast.
No, the podcast is canceled now.
I found it quite shallow and pedantic.
You could go to bit.ly/Metal Gear Store to buy the rest of our stuff so we can leave. Bye.
It's MGM Store.
Well, you know what? That's why you do the outro, Sam, okay?
That's why I do the outro. And we're not even at the fucking outro.
Wow.
Zach crying like that always gets me. It's so funny.
What a very what is it, prescient clip.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
canceled now.
Yikes.
I said King Shits was a term that I use a lot, I think, during the Death Stranding season.
Hey, I like it.
King Shits in the castle. King Shits in the castle. Fucking King Shit babies over here.
Cool. So I'm going to do one, and we'll do like one last merry-go-round, and then we're going to take a quick break to talk about some other stuff.
Okay.
So mine is 45, which is the day the turkeys return.
Oh, man.
All right, let's do it. I believe this is from... What episode is this from? I think it's the parody games? No, might have been. I don't know. Let's listen to it. The day the turkeys return.
No, because I think James was in this one.
Yeah, definitely. All right, here we go.
A cardboard box.
You're probably listening to this after Thanksgiving. Yes, you're definitely listening to this 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. So congratulations on a successful Thanksgiving, world.
You don't know that. The world did it. There could be a cataclysmic event to ring in the new year after Thanksgiving.
That would be amazing. I'll never forget Emergence Day.
Yeah.
11/24, 2018. When the turkeys rose from under the earth's crust.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Oh Lord! You just hear, and it's like, oh no, it's over.
We have to run.
I don't know why Ocelot is voicing this cutscene. The day the turkeys return.
It's just some good old boys fucking around.
Good old boys fucking around.
Or it does remind me of Thanksgiving. So if you're listening to this, holy shit. It just dawned on me. By the time this airs, it'll be like a week and a half away from being the 3-year anniversary of that clip.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
That's
so
wild.
fuck it. Thanksgiving's coming up. You should go watch Thanksgiving. It's a horror film about a Thanksgiving turkey killing people. It's very good.
All right. I think it's me now.
Yep.
Do what?
Yep. Yeah,
I landed on 35. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
35.
my God. Sam, it's all
Yes.
about you,
It's all
baby.
me. It's all coming
Always.
up Sam, baby.
Always.
The Olga Ninja impressions.
I'm in a box.
I just want to
Very cool.
want to throw this out there that Sam does an excellent ninja impression from the second Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, you mean this one? Just remember, there's mines there.
It's been a good while since I heard it on the show. I
haven't done that in a long time. Wow.
Well, he still hasn't. So, Sam, could you do one for us right now?
Hold on, let me get cozy with this microphone on. There's mines there.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
That's probably gonna clip way the
That was
fuck
real
out.
crunchy, but I loved
It's
it.
real crunchy, but sometimes a little warning about mine has to be crunchy.
Oh yeah,
Otherwise,
absolutely.
you're not gonna heat it.
Oh, not at all, dude.
Isaac, what you got?
Lucky
Roll it.
number 7.
Whoa,
Number 7.
Fucking
Ooh,
Mr. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. What is that?
Cardboard box, huh?
That's right. It's Mr. 8 out of 10 himself.
Oh,
8 out of 10 on
10.
IGN, baby.
8 out of 10. That's not good enough for my booby.
Oh, he's too short.
That's a B. That's a B in my book, Bubby.
B for Bubby. And for BB.
Baby Bubby.
I've created a circus. This feels like I feel like Screech in Saved by the Bell, the new class.
So you stabbed a guy on Christmas?
Did Screech stab a guy on Christmas in Saved by the Bell, the new class?
I mean, it's a Family Guy reference, so I assume it's true at some level.
Wow.
Dustin Diamond is like objectively not a great person. I don't think that's really
Dustin
a hot
Diamond's
take on this podcast.
Hold on.
So.
Dustin Diamond's a fucking psychopath.
Before I make myself sound like a complete idiot, I'm going to Google this.
Amazing. I love it. That was amazing.
The return of the Bubby.
Yeah, there's like a whole Bubby clip if we get to it.
Yeah, there's a small contingent of people who hate that bit.
Yeah, you guys mentioned it. Like, who the fuck are these people?
I'll tell you off, Mike.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Whoa.
Isaac, was that yours? I immediately forgot.
I can go again.
I'm broken. No, hold on, let me roll. I got 47.
Whoa.
Whispering sweet little nothings.
Oh.
This might be one of my favorites.
Cardboard box.
So I'm going to do a fun exercise real quick for the next one, which is Dead Man Whispers. So I feel like Sam is going really in depth into these really complicated and like incomprehensible things. So let's do this real quick. So Isaac, it's Dead Man Whispers is pretty generic and not a whole lot goes down. Can you tell me what you think it is? And I guarantee you that it'll probably be just as good, if not better, than what it actually is.
What's it called?
All right.
It's called Dead Man Whispers. Just take a stab. Like, literally any character in the Metal Gear universe.
No, seriously. Like, fuck
Just
it.
do
Make
whatever
up
the
characters.
fuck you want. Like,
make up characters. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Tell me about Matthew Snakeman.
Tell me about Peter Still Whiteman.
He's the playable character in this chapter.
Oh, sweet.
It's just Peter Stillman, but in whiteface.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
So in Dead Man Whispers.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just give it a shot.
You start out as Raiden, but then
it's called a snake tail, Isaac. You failed already.
No, you gotta listen.
The one caveat is that it has to be It has to be Snake.
No.
Okay,
not in this
Continue.
one, guys.
Continue.
You guys are missing the point.
Okay. Our mistake for destroying your artistic integrity.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
So you start out as Raiden, and you're in. Where's it end at? Manhattan.
Sure.
You're walking. Yeah, you're walking down the streets of Manhattan. This is after the cutscene with you and Snake, if you remember. All right.
Yeah.
And so Raiden goes into a costume store because it's like close to Halloween or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what time it was, what time of year. It was kind of hard to see.
5:43.
Yeah. After
February
work.
12th.
Yep. He goes into a costume store, decides to buy a gimp suit and a snake mask.
All right.
So he puts the snake mask on, and that's how he's Snake.
Okay.
So now you're playing as Snake. And the whole point of this mission is you go around and you
What do you do? I say
you go up to people and you want to whisper in their ears, and you get graded by how quietly you can whisper. So on the left hand side, there's a little like a decibel.
Do you have to use the built-in microphone on the PlayStation Vita?
This sounds like the plot of Sneak King, that Burger King game.
So, and then you have to do this 50 times. That's the thing I hated the most.
Oh shit!
It's got to be really hard.
It's a lot of times.
And at the end of it, you get just a grade. Colonel Campbell comes by, and he says,
comes by.
He just rides a bike past you.
He's just driving by. Hey, you did good. You did good.
Why is he whispering your rating to you?
He goes.
He's driving by. I can't hear him over the car.
He goes, A+, A+.
So who's the final boss of the snake tail? You gotta tell me the non-lethal and the lethal ending, Isaac.
Is there always an
I'm dying. Help me. Help.
I didn't beat it, so I didn't get to that point.
Okay.
Good answer.
So that's so much better than what it actually is, which is just Vamp killing people.
Yeah, it's Vamp killing people and you killing Vamp. And in case you wanted to know, the Navy officer who had the suitcase chained to his wrist that we saw
is a key character.
His name is Captain O'Brien.
I was so close.
Conan's brother, Captain.
Good old Captain O'Brien. Late night with Captain O'Brien.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
That's the cough's back. That's for you, Nick. Even in Isaac's fictionalized events, he doesn't beat the games that we have to play.
Hey, you gotta stay true to it. You know?
Your fucking story integrity, bro.
You got to keep one foot grounded in reality.
Yeah. Otherwise, you get lost.
He's lost in the sauce.
That's crazy. I love how some things change and some things never. Some things stay the same because you're coughing, saying this one's for Nick. I'm assuming Nick Freda.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Nick Z.
Yeah, it was Nick Z.
Oh, because Nick Freda didn't enter the fray until MGS3.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Nicky
why
Z.
the fuck
Nicky
are
Z
all
in the place to be a booyakasha?
Why on earth are all of the crazy, delirious clips from the MGS2 season?
I don't know. I mean, if we're being fair, MGS2 is a crazy, delirious game.
That's true. That's true. Also, we all sounded like we were sick for some reason.
Yeah. There was I had a perpetual cough that just wouldn't go away for the first half of the podcast.
Well, that's why everybody thought you were a pothead too.
Yeah.
I remember coughing.
I remember that because people would the nerd, the pothead, and whatever I think they call it, the quiet boy or whatever they call Isaac. And I was like, I'm not a pothead. And Isaac or Alessio was like, I'm not a nerd, and we're all just side eyeing Alessio.
Yeah, from all of our distances from across the country.
Mm-hmm.
It feels weird to be podcasting and listen to ourselves podcast and then talk about it because I feel like I'm still listening to a clip.
Yeah, well, it's strange because we I don't think you can't hear us commentate because we're just kind of listening to the clips ourselves and laughing about it. But I'm having moments where I don't know who's talking, if it's past us or current us.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
It was actually really funny because when we were listening to that clip, I said something in present day, and then past me said it a second after I said it in present day. It was very
it was terrifying. Nice. Well, so we have just ran through our first batch. I want to say it might be over 10. I think it's 12-ish. Yeah. We are going to take a quick break to talk about our greatest hits of playing Metal Gear Solid, because I fear that we have not talked about that fucking game in a very long time. So we should do that. Guys, we played a lot of fucking games for this show. I guess it didn't have to be MGS, but let's talk about like greatest hits to us of what we did on the show. I'm gonna go ahead and say you can't talk about Renton City Retro because duh, that's like everybody's fucking number one. But as far as like gaming moments, and I guess let's try to talk about Metal Gear. What were some of the highlights for you? What were some of the highlights for you?
Like specifically like for the podcast?
Yeah, I guess like, well, so Isaac, it was the first time you were playing any of these games. Like, were there any like standout moments that you still think about? Are you too cool for us because you're rock climbing and popping champagne bottles in a karaoke room?
It goes in one ear, goes out the other.
Yeah, Isaac's like, whatever, you fucking nerds.
I love the idea of Isaac doing karaoke as he's rock climbing.
Yo, now that would be amazing.
That would be phenomenal.
This is gonna be a cop out answer, but probably I really liked 3, like the ending of 3. Just because I had always heard about it, but playing through it, and then when it hit, I was like, oh no. Oh no, I was not ready for this.
Oh no.
It hit me hard. Yeah. On the other end, I think I really liked Revengeance a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Revengeance was really fun. That's a game that like, and we're talking about the game Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, not two.
No, he's talking about Metal Gear Mondays Revengeance.
2.0 Revengeance, yeah. I actually have an answer from 3 as well, but it's different because I remember I talked about this point in the episodes, but playing Metal Gear Solid 3 for the show was the first time I ever did the boss battle with the end legitimately as opposed to cheesing.
Oh, yeah, same.
So I actually experienced that battle like properly, and it was fucking great.
Yeah, it's really good. It takes a really long time.
It does, yeah. But it's like, it's really cool. It's a really cool battle.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, believe it or not, I think it was playing Metal Gear Solid 4 like seriously. Because I mean, well, when I played it for the first time, I definitely played it seriously because I was like, I think I bought a PS3 for that game. But this time, I don't know, I guess it hit different. I really took my time. I remember I think I played the acts a couple of times before we would record. And so, I don't know, Act 1 and Act 2 just felt way better than I remembered them being. And I don't know. I mean, it's let's be honest, it's really goofy and kind of stupid sometimes. But there were definitely moments that I really liked. And I also liked recording it for the show because I think that season we literally had a guest every single episode.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
That was the weird season for me because that was when we decided to take that break. And
oh, yeah, because you were moving.
Yeah, I was moving and I was just having a lot of trouble. And so I couldn't make my schedule work. So I was not on most.
I think we did the break at the end of the season.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. But no, I really enjoyed it. It was really cool. Yeah. It was a planning nightmare to have somebody on every single episode. But
well, not even just somebody every episode, but we had Patrick on a couple of them, and that's like different because he's in like Europe, you know. Like
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we had Zach on some. I think Nick Ziegler, if not MGS3, definitely MGS4, and then Patty, and then. Yeah, I don't know. Ben Garibaldi Smith.
Wasn't Craven on?
Yeah, Craven was on 1 or 2 of them. I think he was on 2. But yeah, it was just like a really cool grab bag of friends. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like, yes, it's a corny game, but I think I kind of enjoyed it for the show. That was my dark horse for Metal Gear Mondays. Did you guys have any other standout moments like playing games for the show? I mean, Isaac, I don't know why I've got such a blind spot in my head. Sam, you were on the Silent Hill 2 episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for some fucking reason, whenever I think back to it, I just remember Isaac talking way more than he had on other episodes.
Yeah, I remember because we talked about the soundtracks at the beginning of one of the episodes. And
yeah.
We made some jokes about the nurse being high.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But Isaac, I think that was like the first. Wasn't that like the first horror game that you played all the way through?
Probably that I played all the way through. Yeah. I've definitely tried a few of them.
I keep trying to get Isaac to play Resident Evil 4 in VR, and he's scared.
Well, that's also, I know we said no Renton City Retro, but that's also, and it's nothing to do with Metal Gear, but Isaac playing Resident Evil 7 in VR.
That boy acted like he got tased.
Oh my god, he did. We have footage somewhere. I saw footage on my phone. It's phenomenal.
I think it's on the Renton City Retro videos if you go to YouTube.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah.
Isaac, if you're not going to listen or watch anything, that's totally cool, but you should absolutely watch the Renton video and listen to the finale season.
I've definitely watched the Renton City
Okay.
video.
Well, you should listen to the finale season because it's a lot of fun.
I'll put it on my to-do list, Leslie. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll
busy
do
man.
it.
You know what?
If I put it, hold on. If I put it at the top of a mountain, will you listen to it?
That's the only way.
Oh, he got me now. Oh,
put a pair of headphones on a pedestal on the top of a mountain. Isaac will
There's a little baggie of chalk, and then
gotta get that chalk.
Gotta get the chalk. I think another greatest hits that I really enjoyed was how we did PT, because we didn't just talk about it, we played it while we recorded. So we recorded the episode as we were playing PT.
I didn't pull any clips from it just because it was like definitely a you had to be there kind of a thing. Like you should listen to the whole episode kind of a thing. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I remember I think James physically came to my house for that, which was super cool. You know what one of my favorite moments recording the show was when when Sam, Isaac, and I were posted up on Sam's bed, like 3 high school girls
interviewing Stephanie Houston.
Just talking to our girlfriend, Stephanie Houston. But it was just very funny because we had our legs kicked back like you would if you're like laying on your belly on a bed making a phone call. Isaac was twirling the XLR around his finger. It was very funny.
Oh man!
I mean, I get another one in the same vein was probably when we went to visit you in St. Louis.
Yeah,
and I think that was the first time we recorded together.
Yeah. Well, that was the first time I met you in person, Isaac. I met Alessio
that's true too.
Previously because he came to Ohio, but that was the first time I met you.
Oh man, that was with that picture. Oh.
Yeah. Well, that picture is my favorite thing about this. Just Isaac's hands. It's like I don't know what to do with my hands.
I still don't.
It is very weird. Yeah, for people at home, if you've never met somebody that you've exclusively talked to on the internet for a very long time, it's the body presence thing is weird.
It's so weird.
Like like the initial like holy shit, you have a body and I can touch it is like a very weird feeling.
Yeah.
By the time I think 3 weeks after you listen to this, I will have met Chad in real life.
Oh.
So he's coming down from Toronto to New York for the holidays.
Toronto.
Yeah, he's coming down to the gutter, to the dirty city.
Torontosaurus Rex, Chad over there.
Oh yeah. Which, if you're a patron and have not watched it yet, you should go watch the farewell video because Chad is very funny in it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think outside of that, I guess. So we'll put a special thing here in a moment, but let's talk about interviews since they aren't in the clips. Did you guys have a favorite interview?
I did. So Isaac was supposed to be on that one, but I think we got some wires crossed and he wound up just like not, because I was like halfway through the interview when he finally figured out what was going on. So I wound up doing the interview with Paul Eating solo. And I really loved that interview because Paul's a really great dude. He was very friendly and great to talk to. And then at the end of the episode, as before we left, because I've historically many times on the show told the story about how Metal Gear Solid was a game I played with my dad and played the demo disc and all that other stuff. And one of my dad's favorite thing to do was go Snake, just to like mimic the Colonel when Snake died. And so I got Paul to record a message that said, Tim. So I thought that was really cool. But I had a really good time interviewing Paul.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Isaac, did you have a favorite one?
I feel like I wasn't on as many interviews as you guys.
You were on the one that counts, which is the
finale. Yeah, the big one.
True. You're not wrong.
Yeah, Isaac. So walk me through that. Well, so Isaac, you were also on the Merrill one, weren't you, with Debbie Mae West?
Was I on that one? Shoot, I can't even remember.
Sam, were you on that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were on that one because we talked about Radiohead and stuff with.
Yeah, Radiohead, and then we talked about how she was the voice of Fred Meyer, and then we went to Fred Meyer when y'all were here and heard her voice on the speaker.
It was amazing. I wept. I fell to my knees. Well, Isaac. So yeah, Isaac, what was going through your head during the David Hayter interview?
Oh yeah.
That probably how close I was to him. Just
we were like touching knees in a fucking coat closet. Like
we were in a closet.
Yeah. I could smell my man's breath while we were interviewing him.
No, I thought it was a very interesting interview. He was very like just down to earth and not what I expected, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's like the best thing. I think what really, like, I was very nervous going into the interview with David. Yeah. And then I remember what set me at complete ease was one of the first things he said to us was hey, have you seen that video of Billy Corgan riding a roller coaster? And we were just like, no. And then he showed us this video of like a roller coaster clip of Billy Corgan going, ooh.
Yeah. No, David's super chill. David's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
He's hard to get a hold of, but if you can ever meet him in real life, he's like one of the chillest guys I've ever talked to. And he was walking around with a Canadian Superman shirt on, which was very funny.
Very great.
But yeah, very nice guy. Dude, so my favorite, so obviously the David Hayter one ranks really high up there. Cam Clark is like a fucking uncle to me. I love that man. There's so many great interviews, man. Like, I think people sleep on some of them, like the Kim My Guest one. Phenomenal. Like,
Kim I was like, she's such a sweetheart. I love talking to her.
Yeah, it was super good. Like, there are so many good interviews, and I really hope that like the longer the show is made available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and we actually just got put on Facebook. So you can upload podcasts to Facebook now.
Which the cool thing too is that the Facebook has a thing where you can clip things like Twitch, and so you can share those too.
Yeah. So, but all of that being said, I think the most slept on interview is my interview with Dean Schofield, where it was just me and him. Dude.
There was some heavy stuff in that episode. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, dude, it was wild. Like, I had no idea that the voice of Johnny Sasaki from MGS1 was going to be like a treasure trove of like old Hollywood history. Like, it was fucking crazy. So yeah, 100%. I would recommend everybody, even if you have like zero interest in like, or you think you have zero interest in the voice of whatever, like, definitely go check it out. Like 110%. And I think so I'm going to ask you guys this too. And I think we talk about, in part one, I talked about my biggest regret being the Snatcher and Police Nuts thing. I think my biggest regret as far as like the episode stuff goes is like, I feel like we were so close to getting the entire MGS1 cast.
Yeah.
And I feel bad that like certain people slipped through our fingers, like Phil Lamar. We were so close, so close. And then just certain other people.
Yeah, like we were trying. Like Peter Lurie was one that
we got him.
Been talking to. That's right.
Yeah. He's on 2.0.
Yeah, that's right. For us, I mean.
Like, crazy dude. Season. He's the fucking announcer on like equestrian sports.
Yeah. Because we had tried to schedule time with Peter like years ago. It finally came to fruition, and I think it probably wasn't like a thing that he wanted to do, but I remember Chris Zimmerman Salter was talking to us about getting Patrick on the show, but he's kind of like a disconnected.
Which would have been crazy. Like, talk about really a get crazy for the show, dude.
Yeah, but I imagine that he probably was just like, no.
yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah. For anybody who's curious too, like, there were talks of Troy Baker. There were talks of, like, I mean, we tried really hard and actually got like into conversations with close to some of these people.
I don't think I've ever talked about this on the podcast, but we sent an email to I sent an email to representatives for Mads Mikkelsen for the Death Stranding season, and the response that we got indicated to us that if we had asked him sooner when he was still promoting the game, we would have had Mads Mikkelsen on the podcast. But apparently he was like done with the promotion cycle for the game, so
that would have been amazing. Yeah, him and like anybody.
I sent a physical letter to Norman Reedus's representatives.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Sam,
yeah,
my man. Kristen's still pissed that we didn't keep the show long enough to have an excuse to talk to Oscar Isaac. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. It was super fun. Isaac, do you have anything that you wish you could have done differently before we move back to the clips?
Whoa.
Other than not be friends with Alessio in the 7th grade?
Probably when we play through the games, be more diligent with note taking. Or doing anything with like remembering.
I think you not remembering though became like a pivotal part of the
yeah, well, like the fumbling in the dark with Isaac Lim was like incredibly important to the meme status of the podcast.
Yeah, 100%. I know I ordered that sticker and I had that sticker. I don't know where the hell it is anymore.
Oh, the fumbling in the dark stuff.
Yeah, it might be stuck to a refrigerator in St. Louis. Sam, do you have anything that you wish you would have done different?
I talked about this. I think as less of a joke. I think like I would have loved to have taken better notes. Alessio was like the king of notes, and I think I would have loved to have been better.
Sam, don't downplay yourself. You took some fucking great notes whenever you did take phenomenal notes. You know what I mean?
Like when I did it right. Like,
yeah, 100%. Like you would send it, and it would be like fucking collated pages with like different font color and like bullet points, and I was like, whoa, my guy. Yeah. So don't downplay it. You did it when you chose to do it. You did a very good job.
Well, thank you. I talked about this during like the 1.5 roundtable, but I think that if I had my druthers about me, I would have extended that season, the Death Stranding season, more, because I think we did a disservice to ourselves, first of all, and I think probably the game by trying to cram it all in such a short period of time. And I talked about it there, like the reason was because it was like right for the holiday season. We didn't want to delay it until after the holidays because we were trying to like get it out for the listeners, and it was just this whole thing. And so I would have liked to have done a more extended season on that and maybe done shorter episodes and played less per episode. I think pacing through that game is the better way to play it, personally.
Yeah, it's definitely some like Red Dead 2 shit.
Yeah.
Which like don't play Red Dead 2 in the midst of a pandemic, because goddamn did I like weep at my computer at the end of that game.
The other thing that I would have done differently is I would not have played Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't think it's as bad as people say. It's not a good game by any.
No, it's not a good. Game. The single player, I think, is. I had a lot of fun playing multiplayer with you, Alessio.
Oh yeah,
like the single player made me want to like eat curb. Like I couldn't.
Yeah. If the multiplayer would have been like if the game would have been Left 4 Dead, Metal Gear Solid 5. Fucking watch out. Like I'd still be playing that game.
Yeah.
But I will say this will be the wrap up before we get back into the clips. I wish that I would have spent more time with my brothers on this show. I really wish that we would have been able to like meet up more. And I really wish that, I don't know. I just think like if we would have done it a little differently, it would have been really cool to have been able to make the moments more special.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at certain points of the show, some things became like automated, flip the brain off. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like you don't think about it until it's over. But I just wish I would have been like more in the moment and really cherished the fact that like we just spent 6.5 years together, but at the same time it like weirdly feels so far away now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get mushy, but like I love you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Like thank you for choosing to waste your life with me.
I love you too, dude. Love
yeah,
you.
dude. Love you.
Of course. Yeah. So I don't know. Here's to something. Here's to us seeing each other more. Hopefully.
Whoa.
And really quick, here's a classic Sam moment. Sorry. Yeah, you got water in the wrong pipe.
Blonde water. This is when Sam reveals that he's been muting his mic and taking sick bong rips this whole time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I hope that comes out in the recording.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I could hear it clear as day. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Like I think pandemic and being away from people has like made it more of a sensitive topic.
Yeah. But it's a weird isolating feeling. These last 2 years have been. Can you believe we're approaching we're approaching the third year of this pandemic? That's insane.
Dude, March of next year, it will have been 2 years that I have worked at my job completely remote.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, like I moved to New York for this job. What the fuck? I could have done it from anywhere. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think it's weird because I moved to New York and had an extremely isolated 5 months, and then as soon as your boy was like, I'm coming out, you know what I mean? Like I was like fucking ready to just like walk out the door and like disco dance into friendships. Fucking COVID was like, nope, you're gonna do that 5 months for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
it's just been a little soul crushing, but
yeah.
Thank you to the listeners for making it not soul crushing. Like to echo something that Chad said in the Patreon farewell video, and I'm going to say it to everybody. Like patrons, yes, you guys were great. You've been there forever, but like there are people listening who have always just listened and never interacted.
Mm-hmm.
And like to you guys, to like the random emails that I get that are like, I work in the ICU and you guys put a smile on my face when the day is horrible. Like that shit is amazing, man. Like I don't know. I never in a million years did I think that
like,
our dumb shit would lead to that.
Like we're like, and the other thing too is that we're getting people reaching out to us like on the Facebook page and other places where it's just like, I just discovered this podcast and I'm sad to see you go. Thank you. It's just like people are still discovering the podcast and listening to it. And so I want to thank everybody because like, yes, we have our patrons and we have all of our, our usuals, if we were using that metaphor at the bar, we're a bar and our usuals show up to the bar. And I love all those people, obviously, but there's something to be said as somebody who does, not as severely as I used to, thankfully, because I took care of myself, but for people that suffer with anxiety and other things like that feel weird or strange or feel like they cannot reach out to these people, us in specific, you're unsung, but we want to sing you right now. Thank you for listening. If you've listened, you've never reached out and you're like fan from the way back or new, or you just never felt like you could or wanted to reach out for whatever reason, thank you very much.
Oh, 100%. And for anybody who has reached out, I will respond immediately.
He'll respond at 3 a.m. the next day.
Yeah. If you send an email at 3 a.m., 3:02 a.m., you're going to have a reply in your inbox. Yeah, it's an illness. Like almost quite literally. But no, I really enjoy it. Like I think that's the best part. That's why we came back after 65. I think it was the episode, right? MGM 65 is when we left.
Listen.
But yeah, let's get back to it.
Clippy clip.
On this masturbatory, self-filleting finale season that is Metal Gear Mondays. Let's do it. So, Sam, do you want to start us back up again? What is your number? Actually, hold on. Hold the phone. Isaac, is there anything you want to say? Because I am so sick of steamrolling my boy.
No, I mean...
Isaac's like, fuck y'all, I'm out.
Isaac's like, he's like, shit, I've been enjoying hiding in the crowd.
Isaac's been saving his one fuck ticket for right now. The listeners.
Oh my god, Isaac, on the last episode, are you going to swear?
Oh, man.
Can you give people that? that one thing?
Oh my gosh. Y'all wild.
Isaac. Here's the dilemma I'm going to give you. And I promise this is a thing that I will do. If you say the F word, if you say fuck on the last episode, I will publicly release the link to Kingdom.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll do it. I'll post. You can post it on the Facebook page. I'll do it.
I'm gonna fucking do it, Shaggy.
I'm gonna do it, Shaggy. So that's and you have time to think about it because we're not recording for another little bit. But if Isaac says "fuck" on the last episode of the podcast, I will
straight up. Everybody dead silent. Let Isaac say "fuck."
I will. Alessio, you can post the link to. And please bleep that until it becomes unbelievable.
Correct.
On the Facebook page.
I will.
Man,
yeah, Isaac.
So that's for you to
dilemma.
Think about,
I enjoy these stakes. This is good.
High stakes.
High stakes.
I'm waiting for Isaac's mom to text me and be like, Isaac is not gonna swear.
Oh, she'll do it too.
Come.
Cool. On that note, Sam, do you want to roll the dice?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my god!
I literally was like, Isaac, we don't want to steamroll you, and then we steamrolled him.
Sorry, Isaac. Go ahead.
Get out of my head.
Holy shit! Wow.
What you want to know?
It's whatever you want to say.
Yeah. You got anything, man?
All right, this is going on the greatest hits B-roll. All right.
Greatest hits B-sides are still pretty good hits.
Yo, you know. Not
the pretty good hits episode.
They're okay. Decent. No, I mean I think that, like you said, I think we discussed possibly meeting up more frequently, and we're all like, yeah, that's a great idea, we should totally do that. But I feel like if we had taken it a step further, taken it more seriously, I guess that could have come to fruition, and that would have been pretty cool. So I'll put that thought in the same bag as yours, is things that I think we should have done. Or regrets, I guess.
Do you guys want to just blame the patrons? I think we should blame the patrons.
Oh yeah.
That way we can feel better. So
yeah, I like it.
Fucking patrons. If we would have made a little bit more money, we could have hung out. You pieces of shit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. It did kind of suck that we were all kind of like spread out so far apart.
Right. I was telling Sam if he takes the devil to be his Lord and Savior and buys a Quest 2, we can all go fishing together.
Oh, yo.
Watch Amazon Prime together.
Yeah, Alessio texted me about that earlier, that I might get one for tax season when tax season rolls around, but we'll see.
Okay.
Please.
That would be amazing.
Facebook sucks, but the Quest 2 is great. So I don't know. I'm split. Cool, let's do it. Sam, do you want to roll the dice?
Yeah, I've been trying to say that I rolled the dice behind the scenes several times, but
I'm sorry.
You're trying to be sensitive to Isaac's feelings. Fucking bullshit. Hold
on.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Is Isaac the husbando of Metal Gear Mondays?
I think he might be.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Isaac. You get that award. We're not doing awards
Yay.
this episode, but congratulations.
But if we were, that would be one of them.
Next episode?
I rolled 43. Let's talk about ice, baby.
Bucks.
So, Tori, I see a little highlight there.
Thanks, man.
Hop on in. Yeah, go ahead.
Just before we got too much further into it, I did want to make note real quick. One of my good buddies, Morgan, has really gotten me into watching The X-Files, which, as some of you may know, has been around since the 90s. But
oh, yeah.
if you aren't aware yet, it's a tremendous show. It's ridiculous, it's hilarious, it's entertaining, and it has an episode that very, very closely mimics the plot of the movie we're about to discuss. The episode is in season 1, it's episode 8, and it's called Ice. So if, after listening to this episode, you decide you'd like to go check that out if you haven't already, I would highly recommend it.
Fantastic. And
Does
of course,
that mean this movie takes place in the X-Files universe?
I wouldn't doubt it.
maybe we can talk about that towards the end. I'm ready for that.
So 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
One, I'm very pissed off that we didn't get to cover The Thing on the podcast while we were doing it.
True.
That's one of those things where, like, when Metal Gear Monday's Revengeance announced it, I was like, 1, fuck you guys. And 2, fucking Liquid Metal Mike as his victory prize 2nd place for the trivia episode number 100 said, if you guys ever do The Thing episode, I want to be on it.
Yeah.
So I immediately felt horrible that I was like, oh no, Mike's not on it.
Yeah. Tori was the winner of that trivia episode, and
She was.
She left her comrades behind.
Yeah, she said fuck that. No. In Tori's defense, she did tell Mike afterwards, like, yo, I'm super sorry, blah blah blah.
You know what I think one thing that I do want to say, because we brought up because Revengeance did a trivia episode, but about our trivia episode that we did, episode 100, we made a joke at the end. Cole and Tori were both on that episode before they were hosts, and I made a joke at the end that said this is basically a secret trick to give you guys the keys to the podcast. And lo and behold,
he did it. We fucking did it. No, for sure. I hope we get to that clip, because I did cut together a couple of bits from the trivia episodes into one clip. And it's pretty interesting. So, I mean, if we don't get to it, maybe I'll play it at the end as like a send off. But yeah. So 1, there was that. I streamed the original Thing, and then I streamed the 2018, the 2018 prequel to The Thing, also called The Thing. I streamed both of those.
Is that the
movies.
one that has Ramona Flowers in it?
Yeah. So it's about I think it's Swedish, maybe it's Swiss. It's about those people who get fucked up at the beginning of The Thing 1.
Oh,
it's about them.
Why would they name it the exact same thing?
Well, so here's the well, so the problem though is that it's about this different crew, but it's like beat for beat. Like we talked about it on the stream on Discord. Beat for beat, it's the same fucking movie as the original, but with a different group of people, which makes 0 sense. So it's almost like a reboot and a prequel. I don't get it. But anyway, that was a ton of fun. The other thing I want to camp out on this thing is, speaking of X-Files, which reminds me of Twin Peaks, which reminds me of something that was on Sam's YouTube channel. Ooh. I was watching Best in Show. I think, what do you call it? The dog thing? Is it Best in Show?
Yeah, Best in Show usually, yeah.
So I was watching I think it came out in the year 2000. It's the Christopher Guest film. It's the Spinal Tap people, but it's a dog show movie. It's very good. You should check it out. If you like Schitt's Creek, both Catherine O'Hare and Eugene Levy are a couple in that movie, which is wonderful. But our boy Garland Briggs is one of the judges in that movie. So I just want to say my only fear in life is that Strand games are not enough.
This is a good opportunity to say youtube.com/Sam versus Sam. If you, I tweeted this out a couple days ago, but if you've ever enjoyed content that Alessio and I have created together, I had Alessio on and we played 4 episodes worth of A Plague Tale Innocence on my YouTube channel for October, the spooky month, I called it. So check that out and check out the other stuff that's on the channel too.
For sure. And I don't want to sign us up for anything, but Sam, we should totally do like a co-op game or like some sort of goofy episode thing.
Yeah, you know what I kind of would love to do on the YouTube channel is remember that one time when we just like sat down and played Guilty Gear together?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
I would love to do that like for the channel.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah. And I want to do I want Isaac on the channel.
Yeah,
I want
please.
Isaac.
I'll be there.
He says that. Don't listen to him.
Day one.
He's a liar.
Day one, baby.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
Yeah, day one shows up at day 1,000. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Isaac's a good man. I love Isaac. Isaac, roll the dice, baby.
Oh, shoot. Close out of that tab. Here we go. 35.
Do you want me to go?
35 has been taken.
Pick one, random.
37.
Close your eyes. A little haiku will a little haiku will do you.
Oh, yes,
this one.
Yes.
Oh,
God.
This is one of the best, you guys.
This is peak James Reichmuth.
Yeah, 100%.
So good.
Yes, absolutely. James, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you will continue to achieve peak status for the rest of your life. It's not the high point of your life. This is just peak James.
Peak James for the podcast.
Yes, correct.
Not for his life. James is doing it.
You're doing great. Happy birthday. All right, here we go.
What's with that box?
All right, so I kept it pretty simple. I wrote 3 haikus.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna read those for you. Espionage, tight, ass. Otacon stays nasty. Metal Gear Solid.
That was fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
Can you please send that to me over email so I can post it to the Facebook page?
Absolutely.
Can we get an encore reading? Actually, could you read that one more time?
Yeah, please do that again.
Yeah, I'll give you the first one more time. All right. Espionage.
There's 3 of these.
Tight, ass. Otacon stays nasty. Metal Gear Solid.
Oh my gosh.
I think Otacon stays nasty is the best part.
Otacon stays nasty. All right, number 2. This one, I don't know how I feel about it. Bursting like a snake.
Okay.
Covered sticky, must escape. Kept you waiting, huh?
Dude.
That one's real good. I think you got me with that one.
Somebody finally broke Alessio.
Oh man, that one's really good.
And then this last one is just a little bonus one that I had a good time with. I thought was fun. It's riding. Quick one-eyed motherfucker. Ow, he stabbed me dead.
Quick, it's riding. Did you do the syllable count and everything?
Yep, I sure did.
Oh, those are fucking great.
It's riding. Well, considering current climate, it's Quentin Flynn.
Ow, he stabbed me dead.
No.
The 3 lines. Ow, he stabbed me dead. Covered sticky must escape, and Otacon stays nasty. I'll never leave my brain until I die. That's
Sam's gonna be on his deathbed, and he's just gonna whisper,
"Otacon stays nasty."
I'm glad that you said it because I could not say it. I should have looked Christopher Randolph dead in the eyes while we were eating lunch and been like, Otacon stays nasty.
That was a missed opportunity. You could have read that haiku to him.
Sweet Jesus. Yeah, I guess that's a high point too, is I got to meet Jennifer Hale and Chris Randolph after we interviewed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So good.
I still take people to where Chris took me to eat. So thank you, Christopher Randolph, if you're listening to this. All right, let me roll my dice. I'm
going to roll my dice.
I rolled I don't care.
Oh. Okay.
Sam, I think I can kind of do the weird voice that you've been doing. So hold on.
Hello?
No, you're weird like Patrick voice thing that you do.
Hello? Like that?
Yes. I just love that you sound short of breath.
My repertoire of voices has expanded quite a bit since I left the podcast. Nice. In the midst of the pandemic, like you run out of things to do, and so I just developed new voices.
Oh yeah, 100%. And if you're listening to this right now, you should put on the Avalanches "Since I Left You." All right, let's do it.
Got a strange box here.
I can't oversell how incredulous Kurt Russell's Snake Plissken is.
He
doesn't give a fuck about anything.
He's lived his life, and here he is.
Did the dialogue make you laugh out loud at all, Isaac? Because I felt like I was chuckling the whole time.
This scene
of just any scene that Snake speaks in.
Everything was what do you call them? Ham-hocked, I guess you could. The thing that I couldn't get past was that monologue. That what?
I don't think James knows what a ham hock is. Could you explain that?
That's not the phrase.
I don't know.
I know what a ham hock is.
Snake couldn't care less.
Snake doesn't give a shit.
Snake would say ham hock.
Oh yeah, and then you call him out on it and be like, I don't.
Whoa, hold up.
What?
Hold the phone. We're going to play it one more time. Everybody listen very carefully to the last thing Isaac says.
Box.
I can't oversell how incredulous Kurt Russell's Snake Plissken is.
He
doesn't give a fuck about anything.
He's lived his life, and here he is.
Did the dialogue make you laugh out loud at all, Isaac? Because I felt like I was chuckling the whole time.
This scene
of just any scene that Snake speaks in.
Everything was what do you call them? Ham-hocked, I guess you could. The thing that I couldn't get past was that monologue. That what?
I don't think James knows what a ham hock is. Could you explain that?
That's not the phrase.
I don't know.
I know what a ham hock is.
Snake couldn't care less.
Snake doesn't give a shit.
Snake would say ham hock.
Oh yeah, and then you call him out on it and be like, I don't.
Oh.
Did anybody else hear that?
Potty boy. That does not count for the deal, Isaac. You have to say a loud and clear one.
Isaac, to cut you some slack, I think it might have been me and you talking at the same time, but it definitely sounded like Isaac said, I don't give a
I don't give a
Who knows? Who knows? That was probably like 2 a.m.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no joke. That was.
We had some really late nights recording this.
Dude, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, spooky season, more like never fucking sleep again season. Was it that season where somebody literally fell asleep?
It was Isaac. Isaac fell asleep at the end of the podcast one.
Oh,
was it Uzumaki?
It might have been. I don't remember which episode it was, but there was an episode where we were doing the outros and we cut to Isaac to say his goodbyes. And he was on the call until like really late because he fell asleep at his desk. It's historic. I can't fucking believe that.
I wish I would have found it because that would have been a perfect clip.
Oh no!
I will say though, Uzumaki, Isaac also fucking. Isaac, I don't want to imply you didn't show up to other episodes, but you really showed up for Uzumaki.
Did I?
Yeah, like I don't know. At least in my memory, you were like very thorough when we were talking about it.
I do remember really liking Uzumaki a lot.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was a really cool read.
Yeah.
I felt like a total nerd. There was some girl wearing a jean jacket last year in the park, and it had a big ass Junji Ito print on the back.
Oh, whoa!
So I like went up to her and I was like, "Hey, I really like your Junji Ito jacket." And she was like, huh? Oh, thank you. So part of me does wonder if she was like, oh, that looks sick, as opposed to like,
she got that shit at a fucking Goodwill poser.
Yeah, right?
Dude, Uzumaki's gotten really popular in the past year.
For sure. Junji's been blowing up these days, which is great for him. My favorite thing is that the meme where it was just like, Junji Ito's works, and he's like really happy, and then it's Hayao Miyazaki's work, and highly about he's fucking miserable.
Yeah. I will say this for anybody who's a Drag Race fan. Rock'em Sakurai has a phenomenal Instagram picture of her dressed as an Uzumaki, or not Uzumaki, but as a Junji Ito panel. She's like the perspective of the photo is very 2-dimensional, and she painted like half her body, and there's like a slug coming out of her mouth. It's pretty dope. So you should go check it out.
Please say that name again. Rock'em Sakurai.
Rock'em Sakurai.
Rock'em Sakurai. That's a phenomenal name.
Yeah, awesome drag name. Like phenomenal. But yeah, you should go check them out. All right, was that my role? Yeah. So Sam, it is you, good sir. We'll probably do this for like another maybe 2 roundabouts.
That sounds good. I've got number 18, Jewish City Lady intro.
Oh, that's perfect. We just talked about it. Jewish lady. I didn't know what to call this, and I was like,
the bubby. Is this the bubby?
You're about to find out. Here we go.
What's with that box?
Did everybody feel good about that countdown?
Yeah, that's
I forgot how to count. I don't know what happened.
I like it.
I don't know what happened.
The cat knocked over a plant.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
That's how we're fucking starting this episode, isn't it?
Yeah. Bubby. Honestly, I might. Here's to you, dear listener, and welcome to Metal Gear Mondays.
Let me get that schmutz off of you.
That'd be schmutz off your face. Let me get that schmutz off your face. You've been
little black
drowning in
BTs.
Listen, guys, I just got back from New York, and I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
With all this hologram technology, you think you'd be able to call more than once a week, but no.
You never call your mother anymore. I was there when you were born, you schmeckle. It was so small, but it grew probably.
That one nice man with the golden mask, he once said that it's really hard to make a connection if we can't shake hands, but you got an iPhone, Bubby.
You got the best thing to make a connection. Call your mother some more, Bubby.
She's talking to her daughter. You know, that Higgs boy, he seems like he knows what's going on in the world.
Seems like a nice boy. I hear he's a terrorist.
And you see, he's got that golden mask. Those things are expensive.
And he's just so adorable, Bubby.
And that voice, so like the voice of an angel, I feel like I've heard it a million other places.
All right, I'm gonna introduce the show.
Okay.
I feel like Zach was born for that.
That little dig at Troy Baker at the end.
Yeah, 100%. I swear to God, living in New York for several years, I have not encountered many people with, quote, the New York voice. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, I've encountered more people outside of New York City, like in New York State, with that voice. But Zach is quintessential New York voice. Mm-hmm. Like, my boy, my God. I love it. All right, Isaac, what you got?
My boy. 21.
21.
Oh, I love this one.
Oh, this is a good one. All right, let's cue it up.
Box.
Starting to run out of these things to say, so I am going to... Let me think. I'm going to try and say this backwards, you guys. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh, shit.
Do it.
All right. Siap, yes. And I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna reverse that in the edit so that we can hear if I got it right. So it'll be.
Well, hold on. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do it.
Cop.
I want to try.
See, that's the problem. Is like I just realized. So if you're trying to do it phonetically, you're gonna go zyob. But if you're doing it based on how it sounds, like linguistically, it's box. So it'd be like sock. It'd be like a weird like ksob.
Well, I mean, it's like how like XOF. It's soft, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say zob at sits zish stool zob at sits stool.
Fuck it. We're gonna rewind all this stuff. I might slip in the chipmunks.
Yeah, we'll make it work. It's just a box.
That's what I see on mine. Up at the top right. That means I'm the capybara. Because I see a koala and a jackalope and an Alessia. I was thinking, are you still there, or do we sound like chipmunks? What's going on?
Oh, shit. How crazy is it that this is like, yes, it's Metal Gear Mondays, but it is also kind of a time capsule for all of these millennial fucking windbags.
All right, who's next? I think it's you, Alessia, right?
C'est moi.
Let
me see. I am number 41. They can recreate our bodies. I don't know if I remember this one.
What's with this box?
Metal Gear Solid 1 is like 20 years and 3 months old.
Yeah.
I believe. Hold on. Yep.
Still not old enough to drink, but
Close.
old enough to smoke the cigarettes that you smuggled in your stomach.
Exactly.
Thanks, Aaron.
It's true. Old enough to flirt with a college professor.
Oh, a lot of flirt.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
a lot of slinky dinks. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, I do not know what you mean, nor do I want to. Are we just uploading our consciousness to the internet? I feel like that's what's happening.
Yeah, this is like a true living time capsule.
It's true.
Like going back
this is what the Living Tribunal has like been leading us towards this whole time is
holy shit, Sam's going off the deep end.
They can recreate our bodies, but they can't recreate our minds. So
what the fuck
they have to use our tweets and our Facebook posts and our social media posts to really build a construct.
Amen.
Like, so that they can fill our brains. They can fill our brains with like our actual thoughts, and that way they have a real lifelike model of us for when they inevitably consume the world.
Yep.
The lolly lulelo.
Sounds right.
Sam, I love you. That was amazing.
The Living Tribunal. Did you make that up, or is that real?
No. So the Living Tribunal is a Marvel character. It's like this like cosmic entity. Like it's like, all powerful.
In my mind, you just rolled your eyes into the back of your head for that entire segment and just went.
Yeah, no, the Living Tribunal is like this. It's like this giant gold, like statue-looking thing, and it has like faces on all sides of its head.
Jesus Christ! It's weird that we were just talking about this being a time capsule, and then that was the clip. That's crazy. All right, Sam, what you got? We're on the final run,
the final cycle.
Final countdown.
I've got number 6, which is
that's
number
perfect.
6 is Cousin Tales.
That's
why is there a box here?
What I did was, on a phone call with my 7-year-old cousin, I briefly, very poorly explained the plot of the first Metal Gear Solid, and I said, "Hey, you should write a story about this." Oh God! And he said, "Okay."
Did you coax this child into doing your homework?
Exactly. I thought it would be funny, and it is. It's very short. It's not very long at all, and I am also convinced that my cousin did not understand that Snake was a human and not an actual snake. So with that information, I would like to present to you a dramatic retelling of Metal Gear Solid 1 in 4 paragraphs by my 7-year-old cousin. It was nighttime, and everyone was asleep. Everyone was asleep except for the Snake, because he had to do his work. The Snake was very sneaky, and he crawled very quietly, because he had to get into the big house. And if he went into the big house and he woke everyone up, then everyone would be mad at him. The Snake was trying to go to the building, but there were a lot of people outside walking around the yard, even though it was cold and nighttime. But Snake needed to get into the house to stop the big robot that was going to blow everything up. So Snake kept on going, because even though there were people, he was very good at hiding. So Snake hit So Snake hit a lot, and he got to almost the house, but the Snake woke up Mr. Helicopter, who was sleeping in the yard. But it wasn't him actually that woke up Mr. Helicopter. It was a mean guy, and the mean guy had the robot that wanted to blow up the world. This is, I think, my favorite paragraph in the story so far. The mean guy took helicopter away, so the snake went into the house. He went to see if he could find the robot so he could blow it up before it blew up all the other things. Well, the robot could hide good too, even though it was very big.
But the robot could hide good too.
He looked a bunch and he found a man who was good at math. He found a man that was good at math, and get this, he's good at math, and he was named Octagon.
Yes. But this kid's gonna go places.
That's so good.
I know. But Octagon was scared about a ninja, and the snake had to fight the ninja. Then the ninja ran away, and Octagon decided to help the snake find the robot. After a long time, where Snake ran around the house a bunch, Snake found the robot. His girlfriend and Octagon and even the ninja wanted to blow up the robot, but the mean guy didn't want them to, so he turned on the robot. The snake still beat the robot because he had rockets, and robots are allergic to rockets, but he still had to fight the mean guy. And the snake beat the mean guy, and he decided not to be at the house anymore and left with his friends. The end.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I think my favorite part about all this is like hearing the clip, but then hearing ourselves laugh exactly when ourselves laughed. Then
It's so weird.
Like I think both Isaac and I just like both laughed when we laughed years ago at the exact same time. Hey, really quick
funny.
before we do the next one, Sam, I have to alert you to something.
Alert me to something?
Yes, Nick
What's
Freda
up?
just Discord messaged me.
Okay.
He said, "Ask Sam if this looks familiar," and then
Did he
sent
find
me
it?
he sent me a link.
Oh.
And then I clicked the link,
Mhm.
and it's the link.
Oh, did you tell him yes? Don't tell him yes. Tell him no.
No, I just said Nick ... and that's all I said. So really,
Nick, you fall.
It's all. Well, I will say this: if anybody was to receive leaked information, I would rather it be Nick Freda than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But Isaac, you know what this means, right? You have even more pressure to say "fuck" on the last episode.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
My memory is trash. Who just rolled on that? Was that?
I think
that was me.
Sam
That was
did.
me.
So
Okay, right.
I have rolled a 13.
Lucky number 13.
Cardboard box.
We're starting out at the top of the Halo jump. We are in the plane.
The tippy top where we are smoking a stogie.
Smoking a stove. I like in this portion, they take the time to give you basically a rough history lesson on the Cold War.
Yeah. I read this comment on the internet once, and I forget where, but someone described, it was like, I think a Reddit blog. It was a Reddit post where they're like, summarize a game in one sentence. And someone summarized Metal Gear Solid 3 as middle-aged Asian man writes fan fiction about the Cold War.
But where's the lie? Where's the lie?
No, and it's delightful. And I feel like when I play this game, I feel like the people who made it had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, sure. I mean, I give it hell for, I know when the Cold War occurred and I know what happened in it, but hell, if someone gave me the opportunity, like, hey, do you want to do some like fun revisionist history that has absolutely no recourse ever? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, sign me up. Let's go.
You mean Cole, the history nerd, would be interested in doing something like that?
Yeah. Throw me in there like with the Philosopher's Legacy. I was really into like World War I stuff. I would love to go back. Like, oh shit, actually, it all started with this one like Friends troop out of England, and like they were at the Marne, and like I'd get weird with it. I'd get really weird.
Can I just say my favorite part of that clip is I always mishear Cole as saying or Chris as saying a middle-aged Haitian man. And to me, for some reason, that's way funnier.
Metal Gear Solid would be a completely different game if it was written by a middle-aged Haitian man.
I would absolutely Hideo Kojima, a middle-aged Haitian man. All right, here we go. Let's have the luck of the Irish on me. I just rolled number 22, which is the game comes alive.
Whoa.
Did you say a box?
Because on Sunday, all I did on Sunday was I woke up, I played Death Stranding. In the middle of the day, it was so nice. I went out and I went for a 4-mile hike with my dog. And, the only thing I could think about on that hike was I'm Sam right now, just walking through the wilderness. And I don't know, that feeling just brought me such joy. And I can't remember the last time that I've been able to connect on an intimate way and a direct way with the video game and bring it into my real life.
I've had a similar experience with that down here. So for the whole Moonbase Alpha thing is obviously true. But before I came up here, I was actually working down in South America, and there were a lot of hills and small mountains and all that, and I'd get that feeling that Chris is describing just from Ghost Recon alone, and now I can only imagine how it would have been with Death Stranding.
There's one of the origin points for Moonbase Alpha.
Yeah. As we talked about this again, Moonbase Alpha, when Zach was in Cuba, we just referred to him as being in Moonbase Alpha as a joke, and it kind of snowballed.
Yeah, and now we've layered on top of that, and it was just Zach was getting his MBA. So,
that was no, Alessio, you have one more roll, don't you?
No, that was my last one.
So I want to do one. I'd want to do one more round, but instead of rolling, I want
you want to pick based on name.
Just based on name, yeah. So what one looks very interesting to you?
Okay.
And I don't know why this is pulling me in, but the one that I want to listen to is You Know What It Isn't, which is 31.
What's this box doing here?
Oh, no. I was livid. I was like, no.
No, that is not the hostage.
Yeah. No, that is not Big Boss.
But I had a lot of fun with that mission.
I'm going to walk to a Burger King where they have the Impossible Whopper, and I'm going to go, no, that is not the Whopper. They're going to be like, who the fuck is that guy? Sorry.
That got me. That was good.
Yeah, Sam pulls up in a helicopter. I open the side door and just scream from the helicopter. No, that is not the Whopper. I don't know why. I think some of the dudes from I think it was Nitroid and Snake Soup and some other people just started sharing Snake screaming as a meme, and I love that fucking meme. No, that's not the insert anything. So good.
It's such a good meme, but for just the idea of me going to a fucking Burger King and screaming, no, that is not the Whopper. I don't know why this is so funny.
I love it.
Oh my god.
I am so glad that was the one I pulled. I'm glad that's what that was.
I'm just glad I'm glad we get to share and know that it's not the Whopper with a whole generation of listeners.
Oh my god, that might have been the hardest I've laughed on the podcast. I've died several times on this podcast laughing, and that was next level. I could not breathe. And I think my favorite part was the way that I said Burger King is going to a fucking Burger King. It's
well, and likewise too, retroactive correction. Nitroid, I know. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that is not the Whopper.
Isaac, what looks good on this list?
Hey.
What looks good on this menu?
Isaac's I'll tell you what looks good. Alt F4. That's what looks good.
It's a snack. Oh, I'm going to go with In Agreement.
Yeah.
Number 11.
All right.
Box here.
David had looked at him thoughtfully. You all right, kid? Hal had looked up from pointedly not tapping his wallet against his leg, waiting to pay, and wow, seriously, how were this guy's eyes so clear? And stuttered over 3 responses before getting out. Yeah. Just midterm season, you know? And he laughed. David made a small in agreement. That was a little too big, but in agreement. And turned back to make it his
Beavis
drink.
and Butthead?
Hal opened his mouth, closed it, and then... It's Hal, by the way. David glanced at him over the espresso machine. I know. Huh?
Shit. Guys, we can't say it enough. That fan fiction episode,
So
you gotta
good.
go listen
You
to
have
it.
to go back and listen to it.
Jesus.
So good.
God.
All right. I'm going to... So hold on. We already established we were going to play one to end it off. Do you want me to pick that one, or do you want me to pick another one?
Pick another one, and then we establish that one is the last one. So pick a different one.
So I'm going to... Let me look through this real quick. I am going to pick... Oh, man. So I really want to pick this Metal Gear Monday's Revengeance clip, but I also want to pick the one that we talked about while I was at
play
the
them both,
bathroom.
you know?
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's our podcast.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, because I'm so sorry from going to do this, I'm going to play sorry.
Why is that box here?
Here's to you, dear listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Metal Gear Mondays, where you'll find your favorite discussions around Metal Gear and Alessio Summerfield-related content given to you through tactical Alessio action. Today we have a special guest. It's Alessio. Hi.
Hi. That caught me off guard. That was amazing.
And of course, with always my 2 members of the Fox unit, Chris Hampton. How you doing?
Howdy ho, campers.
And Miss Tori Cortez. What do you got?
Hey. Hi.
Just great energy today. We're killing it today.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
It's been a week.
Yeah, no kidding. So, what's up, guys? So, what do we want to talk about? We want to give a little bit of special stuff out today, just because we have a little bit of a delay, but I think we're going to be caught up.
Yeah.
And I feel good about it.
I guess we should say, we had some issues, right? So, Tori's computer had a meltdown on us.
Sorry. Is it so the more we sound like a kid, the more they'll
take pity on
forgive
us.
us.
Well, so hold on. 95% of the audience will take pity. There's a 5% share of the audience that will get increasingly more like sexually aroused. So we have to play with those risks.
I'm here for you, 5%. Let's
90,
do it.
90 seconds, Alessio. Well done. So, with your Alessio bingo board, there you go.
The underdog, so why not?
I love that Tori goes, I'm with the 5%.
No, just I'm coming for you, 5%. Like that. You know what that reminds me of? The sorry. We're sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
100%. All right, so then the last one I'm going to pick before we do our send-off is, hey.
Did you say a box?
Hey, Liquid. What am I doing here?
You're taking his blood.
It'd be great.
I took all his blood, put it in my veins. What are you doing?
Your fucking that impression kills me.
I love it. It makes me. It feels good to do. It's one of those impressions where, like, when I get done with it, my throat doesn't hurt. I just feel like more of a man.
Yeah. What do you do to your, what do you do to make that happen?
I don't, I kind of tighten my jaw and I kind of have to, lean into the back of my throat a little bit.
Hey.
It's kind of like mid-yawn. It feels like I'm partially yawning the whole time.
Hey.
Hey, Sam.
I feel like I'm doing what you said, and I feel like I'm choking on peanut butter.
Yeah, what you guys are going to hear is me killing a man over a podcast. I'm talking Sam into swallowing his own tongue.
Hey.
Oh,
gosh.
I guess for the last time, is there anything you guys want me to say as Patrick Warburton?
Oh, man, I don't know.
What's a good here? Hold on.
Can you do Island Boy as Patrick Warburton?
Yeah. Hold on,
sing Island Boys, Patrick Warburton.
We'll pull up the lyrics because I'm a fucking millennial and I don't have all the lyrics memorized. All right, here we go. All right, I gotta do my warm up real quick. For some reason, dude, the hey, like I just had a conversation with somebody about this. The hey is like a really good warm up word. Hey.
That's for when I do like my impression of Barack Obama. Let me be clear. That's what I say to start it off.
All right, let's do this.
Let me be clear.
Hey, because I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make it. Oh, I'm an island boy. Hey,
I love
just an island boy.
He's gone up.
I'm just island boy. I'm gonna get the kiwi wine. Neighbor, want to keep that gun? I be just staring at the sun, full gazing. I'm like, the pool where I'm staying. They're like, you want to be famous? I'm trying. Be out all with the greatest. I'm a little Florida boy.
All right, that's what you guys get.
Oh, that was awesome. That was beautiful.
Yeah, ridiculous. I'm just gonna find a random Metal Gear quote just to fucking round it off for everybody at home who's playing.
The world was divided into East and West.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, hold on. Whoa, dude.
That fucking dog in the
dogs.
Cameron.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, dang. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. Dogs.
Jerry is getting mad at me for speaking. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Is everybody ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two. East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
All right, there you go.
Jeez.
Take that to the bank.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yikes. All right.
So we have one final clip that you picked out before the episode.
Absolutely. And this is a little bit of a longer one.
It's very special, apparently. We have no idea what this is. This is a surprise.
So in the spirit of Sam and Isaac letting me do two things instead of one, I have two very special things, but we'll start with one of them first. And one of them is this clip, which I like to call, What the Fuck is Factivia? And it's a little bit of a longer clip, but it's super, I don't know, to me, I think it's super important. So yes, it starts with a gag about what the fuck is Factivia. But then it becomes not only our trivia episode, but Revengeance's trivia episode, specifically introducing the contestants. Okay. And I thought it would be really fun to let some of our listeners hear other listeners having a good time on the show.
Cool.
So I'm going to hit play on this one. We're going to take a quick, I can't remember how long it is. It's like a decent little span, but I'm going to hit play on
I'm kidding.
I'm going to hit play on this and then we'll regroup before the last special thing.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Remember that trick?
God damn it, Sam. What do we do now?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, we finished covering the Phantom Pain, so I don't know. Like, what's the point of any of this anymore?
Like of the podcast or like on a more philosophical level?
Like on a deep, like meta-contextual level that eventually means nothing?
So what you're saying is kind of like...
Yeah. Like 5.
Well, okay, look. We're about to do 100 episodes. That must be worth something, right?
Sam, it's worth about as much as your GMP when the servers go down, all right?
Why don't you chill out, dude? We got, like rub your earlobes or something. Woosah. Aggression not necessary.
Well, what do you think we need to do then?
Well, first things first, I'm going to take Isaac out of this suitcase. It's not his fault.
All right, fine. I guess I'll forgive him for that.
Yes, you will. And we're going to leave Lowry out of it.
Fine.
Hey, guys. Sorry, but next time, air holes?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, what now, Sam? Tell me what to do.
Well, I hadn't thought much past freeing Isaac from that suitcase.
Yeah, good thought.
So how about this? You know how we barely managed to keep it together when there are 3 people on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how we know a lot of things about Metal Gear?
Maybe, but yes.
Why don't we take those 2 facts and put them together?
Ooh, like one of those sandwich things I keep hearing about?
Kind of. It's more like, I want to say an open-faced melt.
I think I get it. Like if you took a grilled cheese and said, get half that shit out of here.
Sort of more like if you went to Subway and said, I only want an unfolded flatbread.
Wait, Subway has flatbreads?
Yeah, dude, like for years now. Where have you been?
Whoa. How long was I in that suitcase?
Okay, so it's kind of like a sandwich.
Yeah. So we do everything bigger, right? Take the 3 people that we have on the podcast, and then, and then we add 3 more people and make it that much harder to deal with.
I'm liking it. I like your energy, Sam. I'm loving this so far.
Good. And then we take those things that we know and we ask those 3 new people if they know them too.
Okay, what happens if they don't know anything and we sit here silently waiting for them to answer? Or what happens if they do know the things?
Well, if they do know the things, we give them prizes. And if they don't know...
we kill them, right?
No, come on, no. We're good, decent people. See, we just shame them endlessly, and then they have to hide their faces from public in disgrace for the rest of their lives.
Perfect. I love it. So what are we going to call this?
Shit. Trivia? Trivia.
Did you say trivia? Tribbing? What's that?
No, it's stupid. Let's do something else.
Question time.
Like nap time? Get real, dude. Come on.
How about like a Metroidvania, like a Factoidia?
No. I hate that. Factivia. Metal Gear Factivia.
Love it. Book it. I'm going to send out some press releases. Isaac, call the news.
That wasn't like a sandwich at all.
We have a very special episode this episode. We are recording a trivia extravaganza to celebrate what is more than likely episode number 124, but what is on the RSS feed, episode number 100. But yeah, so we've got friends who've been here all along. We've got Sam and Isaac. Say hi.
I'm Peppo.
Hey. Oh.
Isaac Topo covered you.
Yeah. He got me.
Peppo?
Hi, Isaac. We also have new friends. So I am going to do this in top-down order from what I'm looking at. We've got one.
I think we should each take one person.
Okay, let's do that. So I got mine picked. So I'm going to do the.
I got mine picked. You know I got mine picked too. So if you take mine, I'm going to be real mad.
Isaac Limp. No, I'm kidding. I've got my sights on a certain metallic man who's been writing into the show for quite some time.
Kind of metal?
Liquid Metal Mike, welcome to the show.
Hello.
That was beautiful. I love the suspense.
Thank you, Mike.
I myself have my sights set on one very particular best friend. It's Tori Cortez, my best friend.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat. It's like being picked for dodgeball.
Yeah. But Isaac,
well, you know what? This is my best friend, Mr. Cole Duncan.
Hey-o.
What's going on?
Hey you.
Hey, guy.
Now our contestants who have been patiently waiting as we go through our fun, terrible banter. I'm going to start with Tyler. So, Tyler, I'm going to start with, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty solid. Got been working nonstop, it seems like, so.
I absolutely know that feeling. Now, how long have you been a listener to Metal Gear Mondays?
I think I'm actually coming up on a year officially.
Hey.
Birthday.
Yeah, I had told the story before in the Discord, but about last year, middle of last year, maybe a little bit after that, I hated my job, so I was just jerking around on my phone looking for Metal Gear Solid music, and for some reason Metal Gear Mondays showed up, and I just binged all the way through.
Good to hear, man. And I'm glad that you like the Revengeance era, so we'll keep it up for you. What's your favorite Metal Gear game?
if I want to be like serious talking, I'll say like Metal Gear Solid 3. But if I'm just like straight up don't care what anyone has to think, I'll say Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, Metal Gear Rising. I mean, this isn't like recorded or anything, so like just feel free to speak. This isn't like cataloging your thoughts.
Oh yeah, no, I love Metal Gear Rising. The moment I realized this game wasn't like dicking around was the moment when Rules of Nature just blast through your eardrums and you're like, oh, they're serious about this game, and you just go through the whole thing nonstop.
That's awesome. Have you been like a long Metal Gear fan? Like, as long as you've been gaming, or you get into it late?
I've always known about it, never really put the time into it, and weird story was that I was actually interested when they announced just the Phantom Pain, not even Metal Gear Solid. And I was really interested, and it ended up being Kojima. So I'm like, oh, he caught me. I'm like, I want to know what this psychopath has to offer me. Yeah. So I ended up going all the way through. I have a really close friend who would tell me things about it, and then I'm like, all right, let's just jump into it and figure it out. So jumped in, beat everything by the time Metal Gear Solid popped out, and then now we're here.
That's awesome, man. And then what's your favorite game of 2020, at least so far? I know we're pretty close to the end there, but do you have a favorite?
It's a strong tie between Ghost of Tsushima and Doom Eternal.
Okay. All right. Not bad. So we've met Tyler. We are now going to move right down to, we're going to talk to Darcy. So how are we doing, Darcy? And how long have you been a listener?
Hey, I got nothing witty to say for my opening like you guys. Close to 2 years now, actually. I was kind of on and off for the first year, and then I started consistently going to the entire series, probably January, February. I got caught up, and then, yeah, I've been here ever since.
That's awesome, man. And what is your favorite Metal Gear game?
Well, like Tyler, I'd say Metal Gear Solid 3, more for its like content and just how well built that game was. But I feel like Metal Gear Solid 1, the original MGS, has like a very special place for me. So it's a pretty good tie between that one. But if you made me choose, I'd still say MGS 1.
Seems like we get along real well, Darcy. So I like that. I think you and I have the exact same brain space. And as far as gaming this year, do you have a favorite game from 2020?
Oh, man. This year has been just awful in so many ways, gaming included, I feel like.
Yeah, no kidding.
And all I've been playing is, honestly, NHL 21. That's the newest game I played this year. And
wow.
So I have to say that, I guess.
All right. Well, yeah, obviously you're putting time into it.
It's out there now.
I am.
Yep. That's awesome.
No shame.
We might talk about that because I did used to love me some hockey games, so I might have to get into that. And then we have Sean. I guess I'll throw him under the bus. He does our artwork, and I love him to death. So, Sean, say a little something, and how long have you been a listener?
Well, I'm just really honored you guys saved the best for last. So, thank you for that.
This guy.
The humility and the balls.
I know. I got them both, I've been a listener. I think we were talking before this with Warren. I started listening right around the time that they took their hiatus. I think that was between Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. So, I don't know. Was that 2017, 2018?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around there. Yeah. But yeah, so I just saw this on the I have a job where I can listen to podcasts all day long, so I literally go through the longest shows I could find, and they had like hour and a half 2-hour long episodes. I'm like, that's great, I love Metal Gear. And just kind of went from episode 1 and then got caught up and got devastated when I thought the show was over. And you guys just keep it going for us.
We're here, man. Don't you worry. So what about favorite Metal Gear game? You got a fave?
So I was born in 91, so I was like a little too young to really get Metal Gear Solid 1 when it came out. But I have 5 older brothers, and one of them that's a gamer is 10 years older than me. He had MGS1, so I would play it on PlayStation. And you get to the opening scene, and as soon as I get alerted, because I'm used to Tomb Raider and you can kill everybody just by pressing a trigger, I just would run to the PlayStation and shut it off because I was so scared. But when I really fell in love with the series, was probably 2001, 2002. I was really getting the anime. And then, of course, Metal Gear Solid 2 had a beautiful, pale, blonde-haired boy. So I'd have to say that was where I got my toes wet with the series. And that's kind of consistently just been my favorite game.
That's awesome, man. So Raiden's your waifu?
Yeah. Big time.
I mean,
nice. You don't hear that often enough.
Yeah, because everyone's a fucking coward. That's why.
Called out.
That's awesome. And then let's hope you've been gaming a little bit this year, but do you have a favorite for 2020 as far as a game this year?
So, I am a huge fan of Tlu 2. I love that game. It was so good. And I just checked my Steam and I put about 55 hours into Cyberpunk. So I think those two are tied for my favorite this year.
All right. Cool. I'm glad that you can actually play Cyberpunk.
It's hard. I'm the kind of person who will call bullshit on mini games that like bug this much, but it's just addictive.
Well, for your favorite game to be Tlu 2 and then Cyberpunk, one game that runs perfectly fine and the other game that can barely run, it's just kind of crazy.
I think I'm just lucky that I decided to get it on PC rather than consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So, without further ado, I think if it's okay with everyone here, I think we should let's get started with some trivia.
Really quick. So I've to kind of tie into the tail end of that. Apparently, Cyberpunk is super stable on the fucking Stadia.
Oh yeah,
Google
that's what I've
Stadia.
heard. Yeah,
which is wild.
Which they throw fucking free trials of that around like it's water.
Oh yeah.
So if you have a 360 controller or an Xbox One controller, saddle up, Seabiscuit. We're going for 3 months of free trial, baby. Yeah, if you have a YouTube Premium account, they give you like tons of free shit.
I got the controller and the Chromecast for it for free, just for having YouTube Premium. It was
nice. Did you fuck with it at all?
Yeah, I did. I played a couple games on it. I didn't keep the subscription up, but like, yeah, it was cool. It was good.
I never had any like weird hiccups. So weirdly enough, you're able to actually open it on the web browser on the Oculus Quest. So I legit played Stadia in VR on like a huge 80-inch screen. It was very weird to have my Xbox controller wirelessly connected to my headset to play Stadia games. But no, I played really well. Like I didn't have any frame drops or anything. I think I played like 3 hours of one of the Tomb Raider games. So yeah, I don't know. If you have good internet, you should check it out.
I have a couple questions. First of all, what the fuck was I'm Beppo? What was that about? I don't remember.
Bring it back, Sam. You got to bring it back.
Yeah, what's it all about?
That's my new YouTube intro. I'm Beppo. Sam versus Beppo is the new YouTube channel. Also, okay, so I literally cannot remember the origin story for this, but I remember us saying, I think it was just us being weird that we wanted to introduce like a secret character that we just don't bring up again. And so Lowry, what the fuck was Lowry?
I don't know.
We were just like,
I remember you started saying it, and I was like, "All right, brother, I'm along for the ride."
I think we were just like, I honestly think that we were just like, let's have a meta story, and we'll introduce this secret character named Lowry. That's like the shadow behind the podcast all along, and we never brought it up again after that episode.
Matt Campbell. Yeah, I'm Beppo.
I'm Beppo.
Jesus Christ!
You want to throw one in there, Isaac?
I'm Beppo.
Beautiful.
It reminds me of an episode of Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay where I'm trying to remember what it was. If you've seen the clip I'm talking about, you'll know what I'm talking about. Sam, continue.
Also, this is a good opportunity again to plug my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sam versus Sam. Versus is spelled out. Sean is a phenomenal person, and he did the character artwork for my YouTube channel.
And he has humility, but also balls.
Yep.
No, it was super cool. I just wanted to play that so that everybody got a chance to meet some of our patrons and friends. So thanks, cool. Darcy and Sean and Tyler and Liquid Metal Mike and Tori
Cole.
Yes.
Maybe not Cole.
But no, yeah, I mean, I still, for the most part, keep up with everybody. So great job, everybody. And I I guess we
it?
should segue to the fun little thing that I made out of the interviews.
Yeah.
So here's a little special something.
Segue to the interviews, Alessio. Do it.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hold on.
What the fuck's going on here?
Sora, why are you sticking that key in my ass, huh? Next on Sam Writes Fan Fiction.
That was not, I can confirm that was not a line. No gay shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, yuck. Sora,
gosh.
where are you putting that key?
Oh.
That's my favorite. Oh, Max.
Oh, Maxie.
All right. Well, here we go to our compatriots, friends, family, lovers. Could I say lovers? So if you had to pick one of our interview subjects that would be your lover, who would you pick?
We don't want to go down this road.
Dude, mine is without a second thought, Donna Burke. God damn it.
Donna Burke calling me cheeky is
amazing.
One of my life's moments.
And when I say lover, I mean like I'm holding the door open and lifting her into tall places and just being a servant man for Donna Burke.
Putting my coat over puddles of water.
Yeah, correct. She seems like the kind of person. I love a kind of woman who go to kick my ass.
Oh man, I love that.
I want to be scared.
I don't know. I guess it's not copywritten, right? Could I just cue that whole thing here?
Maybe not the whole thing, but a good chunk of it.
It's like 30 seconds. Sam.
That's true. Yeah, cue it here.
Yeah. Who cares?
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me. You know, when I left the house today, I was thinking, damn, I really hope some hot chick paints my brains all over some fucking hallway. And here we are. I mean, really, just absolutely destroy me. I'm talking full-on watermelon in the thighs level carnage. And I want it to scare the shit out of me. I mean, I hope I piss myself. And you call me your little pee-pee piss boy. I want you to fuck me up. I mean, I want you to make me your bitch. Your little pee-pee piss myself bitch. I want it to get embarrassing. I mean, like, weirdly embarrassing. Unsanitary, too. We should be entirely different people by the end of the first 8 hours. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? I mean, I'm a real freak. I'm not normal. Ma'am, please, you have to crush me.
All right, let's
more like Lysick.
Whoa. All right, guys. So I'm back with Sam and Lysick, and we're about to play the interview medley. Thank you guys. No, this is a fun little interview treat for everybody. I hope you enjoy it, and we're gonna play that right now. Thank you for joining us, Jennifer Hale.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Christopher, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure. I'm very happy to be here.
All right, well, we're here live from Renton City Retro with David Hayter. Mr. Solid Snake himself, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks. Thanks for having me. Is Cam Clark on the show today for reals?
I think he is.
He might just be.
Is this fake news?
Sounds like an impersonator. Are you just a very good Cam Clark impersonator?
I'm a younger, much more talented, much more handsome Cam Clark.
Let's bring on Donna.
Bring on Donna!
My pleasure. It's always an honor to be asked, boys. Thank you. What a waste. What a waste.
That's the best review of this show we've ever gotten.
What a waste.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, Debbie, thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
Absolutely.
I will never be able to walk into... Fred Meyer has become a very different experience for me going forward.
Well, I'll just end with this. What's on your list today?
Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to you.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be on your show. I love that your show is called Metal Gear Mondays because I think Mondays are like the hardest day of... It's the hardest day of the week for people to get through, I think. So it's cool to give people something exciting to look out for.
And without further ado, Chris Zimmerman Salter.
So this is pretty neat.
Yeah, no, I appreciate this.
Thank you for including me.
I sat down, I spoke to Paul Eiding.
Yeah, you're damn right.
We're joined by our very special guest for today. We have Kim, my guest, with us, otherwise known as Mei Ling from Metal Gear Solid. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, yes. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk to Tommy Earl Jenkins. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
Absolutely. A pleasure. Thank you very much for having me, man.
100% right off the bat, I want to say I'm extremely, genuinely thankful to be talking to you right now, Jeremy. So welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure. Now, tell me how to correctly mispronounce your name.
We are here with one Mr. James Horan, who the listeners will know as Skullface. James, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Thanks for joining us, Fingers. How's everything going this evening?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good. Just got a new track out today. It's one of those like hectic promo days. You know how it goes.
Sam, who do we have on the podcast today?
Oh God, we got a couple of guests on the show. We have two very special guests this time for the special edition. We've got John Summerfield Jr. and Tim Wright, otherwise known as our fathers. we got our rad dads for the Rad Dad Club.
We're talking to Ryan Payton, who is just a wonderful dude.
And you can find us at Red Robin.
Yeah, thank you so much.
But not at Bellevue Square in Redmond.
But not at Bellevue Square.
Mr. Ryan Kincaid, a.k.a. Nitroid, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
A little interview with Peter Lurie.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
No, the pleasure is all mine.
And look at that. Now we're recording a podcast.
It's like magic.
And we're back. That was great, right, guys? That was really enjoyable.
So good.
I loved every second of it. It was
so good.
Oh no!
Can I get a hi? Sorry, I just needed to throw that in there.
Sam's e-girl mode initiated.
Ooh, gamer girl bathwater. Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
I'm mopping my tears up with more tears.
Go ahead. No.
Isaac, go ahead.
Guys, I can't do this right. I can't do this anymore.
Isaac's like, I'm done.
Isaac's gonna fall asleep at his desk again.
Isaac's like, you know that microphone that's made out of the two ears that Amaranth uses on stream? Well, I'm taking that thing's job. So
yo.
I really quickly just wanted to say, as we're kind of wrapping up here, this episode was a very big undertaking. I helped a little bit with it, but Alessio put in a lot of work to get these clips. Yeah. And I also want to give a shout out to Zach James, who found the Death Stranding clips for me while I was looking at other stuff. So Zach James put in some work to get some clips as well. So thank you, Zach. But yeah, this was a lot of effort, a lot of listening, a lot of going back and reminiscing, and yeah, thank you, Alessio, for putting us together.
Thanks, Sam, and thanks, Zach. I didn't realize Zach had helped out, so
yeah,
big ups to Zach. Also, big ups to Zach for being on the Patreon farewell video, because there's somebody on this recording who was not a part of that.
It wasn't me, and it wasn't Alessio. So
yikes!
Do some subtraction.
Isaac is silent.
More like Isaac.
Oh no, Isaac, I love you to death. And on that note, we should quickly get out of here.
Let's leave.
Yes. No. So I think a couple important things. One, if you're hearing this, you literally have until the end of the day today on release day to get us your farewell messages.
Yeah. If you're listening to this shit on Tuesday, you're shit out of luck. You better work. You better work, bitch.
If you're if RuPaul catches you not listening to this on Monday, no, if you are listening to this on Tuesday, I'll give you this much. If you're listening to it on Tuesday, you have until like 5 p.m. Eastern time to get your fucking farewell message to me. So it's Alessio at AlessioSummerfield.com. Alessio spelled ALESSIO. But yeah, no, get those in ASAP because you're going to hear all of them next week. And likewise, what's happening next week, guys?
We're doing a final listener response episode, and the highly anticipated secret interview that we've been teasing is also happening in that episode. So very excited about those two things. Yeah.
It's a very, 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 very important interview.
Yeah. Isaac was starstruck.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Monumental interview.
Monumentally starstruck.
Monumental.
Yes. Let's just say never in our wildest dreams. But yeah, no, you should definitely tune in next week. You should check that out. And you should also go to facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Hang out there because there are people in the comments that are fantastic people. I can't say whether or not the social is going to be heavily maintained after the month of November 2021. But you should definitely go there. And if
I commented on Facebook to somebody's comment on one of the farewell posts that we made, and that person legitimately just subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Sam vs. Sam. Just
dude, that is the third time. I love
Gotta plug.
Always ABP, always be plugging.
Always. That's very gross. I will say this, so I do believe, and I may be 90% telling the truth on this. I'm not sure. Things are kind of shifting as we go. But I do believe that the Discord is going to become invite only once the Patreon doesn't exist. So if you want to get on that action ASAP, the Patreon is being torn down at the end of November. So if you're hearing this and it's still November, chip in that $1 to get the access. And then you don't have to pay anything ever again. Or try to hunt down Warren Minix, Tori Cortez, or Chris Hampton, or myself, whatever, anybody, and we'll get you an invite. But currently, as of recording, there is no public way to get an invite. So, super secret club. Isaac, what would Roy Campbell say if he was slowly driving by and whispering something?
He would say, I love you guys.
I love it. I also love the fact that there are probably like thousands of people who exist out in the world somewhere who are obsessed with Isaac, who we will never meet. But yeah,
man, that makes me sad.
So what that means, Isaac, is everywhere you go, you have to speak up very loudly so that somebody can go, holy shit, is that Isaac? Cool. I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's any other special announcements to be made. Tell a friend. Go listen to the interviews. Go listen to the old episodes. There is gold.
Go listen to that fan fiction episode.
Yesterday.
And
this episode is brought to you by Bath & Body Works Graphite for Men Pocket Back Antibacterial Hand Gel.
It changed my life, guys.
Yeah. COVID's still real. Go get your Pocket Back bacterial, antibacterial little mini micro soaps that you put in your back pocket. And tell your mother you love her.
Or listen, I don't want to. There are some people who have tense relationships with their mother.
Hey, hold on. But just know they still love you, even though they're pieces of shit.
Tell anybody that you love them. How's that?
Yes, tell anybody you love that you love them, and tell some people you've never met that you love them.
Tell complete strangers on the street that you love them. And then open the trench coat. No.
Eye contact.
You should talk to strangers.
You say eye contact.
Oh, geez.
All right, let's go.
I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast, but when I first moved to New York, I was very lonely. And on the first couple of weeks of taking the train to work,
I flashed a rider on the subway.
No. The first couple of weeks of taking the train to work, there would be these homeless people who'd get on the train and they'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry to bother you. I just need a couple of dollars. I gotta get, and they would whatever. Like I'd see the same people, and they would tell different stories. I mean, I'm sure some of them actually needed help, and those people do need help. But like in general, it would just be like, hey, I need a couple of bucks. I need to go see my family. I can't pay the Uber ride to go to the airport. Whatever was going on. So I literally wrote an entire monologue of, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry to bother you. My name is Alessio Summerfield. I host a podcast about video games. I'm really into Evangelion. If you want to talk about movies, my email address is azsummerfield@gmail.com. Like I had this whole monologue written, and I was totally gonna do it. I was so gonna do it. And then fucking COVID happened, you guys. So I never got to do it. But I guess I could do it now.
Dang.
I guess you could.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that wouldn't even be the weirdest thing any of them saw that day. So.
Yeah. I'm sure that people at first would be like, God damn it. He's saying, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
what's about to happen?
They'll be relieved mostly, I think.
Yeah, people would probably start laughing. So, or they'd think I'm being a dick to homeless people. So
yeah, either way.
Anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. I love you guys. Yeah. Nighty night, sleep tight, and just remember, the box can't hurt you. It's not a monster. It's just a box.
Just a box.
He's a good-looking boy. Do you mind if I keep this picture?